And now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we gotta lead it.
True internet suffered depression.
You are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. I can circle back. I'll circle back with you.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Well, she never circled back, but he certainly came. And hello, welcome to the 347th episode of this season of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I am Jeffrey.
I'm Brian.
We're just a couple of guys drinking some beers, talking about what's going on, current events kind of stuff. Frank, apparently the DHS is put out a list of like hostile judges against Trump.
Interesting. That's probably a long list.
Well, first thing, I actually went looking for this list. I couldn't find it, but I didn't try that hard, to be fair.
Okay.
I was hoping to find Bosenberg or whatever his name is.
Oh, he'll be on there. He's probably number one.
It's amazing how he got every freaking call that was Trump in question, huh? But yeah, apparently it's pissing off a lot of people that all these people got, quote, doxxed for their views. It's like, this is literally what a judge's job is, right?
Yeah.
And what a judge does is public record. Now, maybe DHS shouldn't have published this. Maybe they should have leaked this out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean by that. Like, let someone else publish it kind of thing, you know? But I'm not sure what the big issue is besides the government saying that other government is bad. But I mean, isn't that what the judicial system's been doing since Trump's been in office?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Sure have.
All right. Well, this is interesting. We brought this up a long time ago when it came to what was going on with the NFA, and Trump seemed uninterested at all with the National Firearms Act. And that what just happened with suppressors. And don't go out and buy a suppressor. ATF is going to set rules. There may be unconstitutional rules, but it's still the rules until the court says otherwise, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah, don't go getting arrested because you're excited. But now they're talking about restoring gun rights to convicted felons that have nonviolent convictions after so much time or whatever, just like you would restore voting rights.
Okay.
Because it's always been voting rights and not gun rights. I don't know if people realize that. They say, we can't trust you with a gun, but you trust them to vote, you know?
Right.
I think it takes the same amount of trust, honestly, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, you're not a gun guy, but you own a gun.
Yeah.
You have a gun in your house that
Yep.
you own. Brian, how does that feel?
Feels good.
It does feel good, doesn't it? Should it hit the fan, I am armed, right?
Yep.
And I just thought it was hilarious. Well, you lived in Virginia, man. You should have definitely had a gun. Did you blame the wife at the time? Last time I brought this up, because you didn't have a gun there for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assuming you're not a felon, right?
No, I'm not.
I'm surprised you didn't own one just because of you were on the wrong side of the railroad tracks, if you know what I mean. What was the other side of Martin Luther King Boulevard, right?
Not that bad.
Oh, okay. Okay, this Kennedy Center shit is up in the news again. You know what? I almost put in leftovers. You seem very interested because you keep sharing stuff about it. What the fuck is going on with the Kennedy Center again? And again, who
The
cares?
board is pro-Trump, and they have to keep going to the judges to overrule the board. I mean, obviously, the Trump Center needs to be shut down for a while and be remodeled. Whether or not Trump name goes on it, I really don't care. But if it's as bad as Trump says it is, then shut it down and fix it right the first time.
Yeah, yeah, honestly, I don't care if his name is on it or not.
I don't either. I don't either. But the Dems are
100%
having
fairness.
the Dems are going into TDS mode with the thought of his name being
Wow,
on
yeah.
there.
Geez, Brian, did you listen to a different podcast or something? You said TDS as if you know what it is.
Well, I do this podcast, so I know what Trump derangement syndrome is.
Israel derangement syndrome is the new one. But that's just because people hate Jews, which I laugh my balls off when they tell me how we got to stop the Jews, and then they support people attacking Jews on college campuses, and then call people Nazis. I'm like, do do you see the problem? And then you point out it's like, well, you guys want this Nordic model, right? And you want socialism. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
okay, so you want like 6'6" fucking tall, blonde haired, blue eyed dudes and social. Jesus Christ, have you met Hitler? Like you'd be his best friend, you know? Jesus Christ. Nazi is what National German Socialist Workers Party, right?
Oh, yeah, something like that.
From German trans. Sorry, it's just this is they get up. Oh, the nationalist is the difference. I think most people don't know what nationalism is, Brian. I think they think nationalism means a superiority complex
Right.
versus you worry about your people first and then everyone else. Shit, I do that locally. I do as much shopping as I can locally instead of online, even though I live in the middle of the boondocks,
Right. Uh-huh.
because it helps local businesses. I don't know, moving money around locally seems like the thing to do, and whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on, moving on. Oh, Disney is pissed off. It was it ABC?
Oh, the Disney owns ABC.
Yeah, okay, there we go. So they're pissed off
But
at ABC
but
because of the
they're
View.
trying the FCC is trying to hold them accountable about
Equal
their
time thing.
yes.
Yeah, like if you have a candidate on your show and interview them, you have to do the same amount of time for a candidate on the other side of the
Well,
aisle.
there's never been a Republican or conservative on The View, so I don't know how you're going to get equal time out of that.
Don't they have an all full-time Republican, don't they? Isn't one of these women always a Republican?
Yes, a rhino.
Lindsey Graham's. Is it
Yeah.
okay to use his name that way once again? Because we were saying this before he died, didn't we?
Oh yeah, long before.
He was the Rhino. Hey, it's unfortunate the man died. What was it? Some kind of crazy brain hemorrhage or something crazy?
Heart
Or
defect.
yeah, his heart exploded, right?
Hmm.
Very unfortunate. Doesn't mean I like his politics, and it's unfortunate he died. But I'm not going to celebrate it. But I'm not going to stop making the same jokes about the Rhino that he was. And I'm not
Yeah.
even a Republican, and I could go, that's an obvious Rhino.
Hmm.
But like he was worse than me pretending to be a Republican. You know what I mean? At least I could lie at the right places
Right.
to look Republican, you know?
Exactly.
I found this fascinating. What was it? Oh, agriculture. Who are the people that do climate studies for the United States government?
Greenpeace.
No, for the federal government. We have EPA.
Yeah.
EPA. Yeah, I see. You were like, no, we don't. I was like, yes, we do. EPA came out recently. It was like, yeah, actually, it turns out climate change is not what we thought it was. We need to take several steps back and look at it again. And everyone got all butthurt. Now the reports have come out. We already knew the planet was greener than it's ever been. And I always just thought that was CO2 from burning fossil fuels. But apparently, burning fossil fuels is raining down this nitrogen compound that is the right nitrogen you need for fertilizer. Like like expensive fertilizer. Like the planet is healthier that this stuff is getting burned. And remember, we're coming out of an ice age. That explains the very slow rise in temps. But wasn't the world supposed to end already by now by several
Oh
people
yeah, many times. I
still
mean, there's
alive?
supposed to be no New York City, Texas is supposed to be coastline, because California was overcome with water.
Texas already has coastline.
But you know what I mean. The
Yes, I
west
do.
coast of Texas.
Nevada Bay. Oh, I'm sorry, Arizona Bay, right?
Yes, uh-huh.
Yes. Learn to swim, see you in Arizona Bay. It's a Tool song, by the way, about the end of the world. Great tune. Everyone should check out Tool if they're not familiar. Uh, all right. Fauci shit. More Fauci shit.
No, this isn't about Fauci. This is his
Yes,
advisor.
yes, it is, Brian. And here's the problem: is you and I have made our points about this, and it turns out we're right. But this has happened several times, hasn't it?
Yep.
How long are we supposed to sit here and spike the ball in the end zone as evidence comes out? Like every time to make sure people remember? Because no one gives a shit what we say.
No.
But here we are spiking the ball in the end zone again because a Fauci aide like flipped on Fauci and sold them out.
Yeah, but will anything happen to Fauci? Not in federal
No,
court.
because he was pardoned with all of that.
Well, the
He
states are
might
coming
get
for
hit.
him.
He might get hit with contempt of Congress.
Yeah, or the states. Well,
Yeah,
wouldn't his contempt of Congress be covered by the federal pardon?
no, because his pleading the fifth after his pardon was
Violet.
contempt of Congress, which was not under the pardon. It was contempt of Congress because he was immune to prosecution, so therefore he had no right against self-incrimination.
Okay.
That's the actual argument. That's why we give people immunity before we put them on trial to testify against someone else, is so that they can say this and not go to prison themselves.
Right.
Like now you can testify and not lie. I'm gonna skip ahead on the intro. Um, I almost put this first one in intro somewhere else, but I was so excited to talk about it. I wanted it first. But I want to talk about the last one first. Columbia House is closing down. I'm pissed off because
Do you still
I
have
was,
records coming?
well, no, I was part of BMG Music Service when I was much younger. Same thing, like 12 CDs for a penny each, right?
Yeah, I had Columbia House.
Yeah, I did BMG as long as I filled out the thing and sent it back saying, no, don't send me the monthly CD for $25, right?
Right.
That was usually right. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
then you buy one CD for $25, but you get 12 for a penny after that. You're like, well, that's a deal. I used it. I had a huge CD collection. Now I find out that fucking Columbia House has been in service this whole fucking time after BMG shut down. I could have got CDs after all mine got destroyed and sitting in storage for fucking 9 years. Maybe not. Maybe they don't do CDs anymore. Maybe it's all
Who knows
streaming.
what their model was at this point?
But they've been around for 71 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, they were they selling fucking cassettes to start? I guess that was
They
probably the
were.
new tech
They
that
might have
long
been doing
ago.
8 tracks.
8 tracks came after cassettes. It's more advanced than the cassette. You had 8 tracks you could skip to. Yeah, I thought that was crazy. 71 years. Now, Brian, please tell me this next story and tell me what you think this means. Or could mean, rather.
That the median strategies emit a
Yes.
fake poll in the LA and Wisconsin races, and it shut down its poll. It shut down because it was such a good polling company. It just means they rigged the game, and they now know that because they rigged it and people found out about it, nobody's going to buy their polls anymore. So they've got no actual business model anymore.
Crazy thing is the advantage they gave the socialists. What they're calling it an experiment is what they're calling it to not, be trashed. Their numbers weren't even off more than other polls. One poll had her at 20 points up. Where was it? Jesus Christ. San Francisco, was it? No, Wisconsin. No, it was LA. LA, I'm sorry. With the whole, yeah, the midnight dump of ballots, you know? It just, how many other times, not just these guys, but how much are they making this shit up to try to convince people this is what's popular? Because let's be real, women in particular go with what's popular.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, speaking of stupid shit like that, I got called racist yesterday.
Wow. Online?
No, I was driving home, and you know that scenic overlook right near my house that overlooks the valley where the sawmill is and all that shit. Anyway, there was this couple pulled over, and the dude was standing on top of like the 2 foot stone wall. And I pulled like halfway over. I was like, hey, just be careful. Someone fell to their death recently from right there. And the woman who's on the other side of the vehicle that's parked goes, is this some kind of racist shit? And I looked at it and I was like, pardon? It was because I'm black? I was like, first of all, you're not the one on the wall. Second of all, if I was truly racist and I wanted you to follow you to death, I would have just driven by and laughed, you know?
Right. Uh-huh.
But do you have any evidence someone died here recently? I was like, on me, no, but maybe the memorial that your boyfriend, spouse, girlfriend, them literally kicked aside to stand on this wall to get a photograph. Like
Right.
those are pictures of the man who died, you know? And I was like, oh, whatever. It's like, I'm just trying to be a nice guy and I'm an asshole, you know?
Yeah. Of
Just I couldn't believe that happened here. Yeah, they had North Carolina plates, by the way.
course they did.
Yeah, they were outside. Don't get me wrong, there's not a whole lot of black folk here in West Virginia where I live, but there are some. And they realize that not every, for them, I say they as if I know what every black person in West Virginia is thinking where I live. Uh, but I mean, these black folk don't assume or at least don't accuse me of racism every time I interact with them, as long as I'm just, a nice person. It drove me nuts that she was pissed off that I said, "Hey man, watch out. You might fall to your death like other people have, you know?"
Right.
Anyway, moving on. Little League's World Series thing. One team already got eliminated from the tournament. You know that for like an ineligible player.
Okay. Well, these people were accused of
I know,
stealing
just
the calls, which is
is
not
that
illegal
what
in the Major League Baseball.
yeah, is that what it was? Stealing calls? I thought they were being accused of using signs. And I was like, that's what baseball is.
Yeah,
So
the way I read the article was they were stealing they figured out the signs from the other team and they were using it to their advantage.
yeah, no, that's baseball, right? That's when you switch to the other system of signs you use to say someone's stealing, hit and
Uh-huh.
run, or you know what I mean? I don't know. This is part of baseball. It really is. Like you don't want the batter to swing and line drive to shortstop when someone's trying to steal second. That's an easy double play, right?
Yep.
So I'm not sure what people are upset about. It's
Well, they weren't allowed to play in the tournament because of it. So,
mm. Well, out here in Webster County, the Economic Development Authority director has stepped down. It's this entire organization thing is voluntary, and this guy had enough because no matter what And it's voluntary because there's not enough people that know what the fuck it is to vote. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But basically, he was trying to make a budget,
All right.
and West Virginia doesn't give a shit. Apparently, they they're not even running numbers through his office to let him know what's being spent and what's being brought in.
Hmm.
He's like, well, why am I volunteering my time in the government building, putting all this effort in if it
Right.
doesn't mean shit? He's like, I'll just go home. Or maybe I'll go back to work or,
Right.
work longer hours. It just, I don't know. Normally I would say it's not a big deal, but it's my own county. And it makes me a little concerned that no one seems to know where the fuck the money's going.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. And another teacher over here in Kanawha County, which is where Charlestown is, teacher has been picked up for hold on. Uh there we go. He was a teacher at one point. No, was he a teacher? Yeah, I swear it says in here somewhere he's a teacher. Anyway, he used to be a Republican delegate in West Virginia, and he's being brought up on child exploitation charges. What's not funny, not ironic, I don't know the right word, but he was the one who was pushing a stop diddling kids bill when he was in office.
Hmm.
Yes. And where it happens, we need to call it out. I don't care what party does it. But did you notice once again, it's a teacher?
Yeah, the teachers have problems.
This time it may have been a dude. It's usually women we've noticed, right?
Yeah.
But I saw this come up and I was like, oh, another teacher fucking touching kids. What the? Why is this not discussed more?
Right.
Like more of this has happened in the last year that you and I have covered, and you and I stumble across it by accident, right?
Right.
Then unarmed black men were shot in 2020. I'm sorry, 2018, but we rioted in 2019 because so many unarmed black men were killed in 2018. By the way, guess how many unarmed black men were shot and killed by the police in 2018?
0.
9.
Okay.
Not 900, not 9,000. People were saying tens of thousands when they were asked. Nope, 9. Look, 9,000. No, 9. You're rioting in the streets because you keep watching the same fucking shit over and over again, you know? Uh, oh, tell me about the great Jew exodus. Jeez
We'll see
Louise,
if this.
jeez
We'll see.
Louise, the
We'll
Jews need to leave again.
we'll see if this actually happens. But yeah, there's been articles that came out in polling that say that the Jews are going to go and not vote Democrat in Michigan. They're going to vote for the Republican for a change.
You definitely got the exodus joke, didn't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep.
Uh,
But the
it's like
liberals,
Michigan is fucking Egypt over here, dude, right?
but ever since we've had these polls come out saying that the Republican is way ahead of the Democrat senator
Al
candidate.
Said,
Yeah.
Hussein,
Uh,
Mohammed.
right. There's been now four new polls that came out were saying that Al Sayed is way ahead of Rogers. So go vote on
What?
election
Oh,
day and
can we
don't worry about
trust
the
the
polls.
polls?
No,
Can
I
we
don't
trust?
trust the
They're
polls.
admitting that they lied to us, dude, to see if you would sway or vote socialist because they told you other people were going to. Fucking crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we're all like, oh, I mean, that makes perfect sense. This sounds like election rigging with this
Yeah.
poll thing.
Right. I mean, that's why a lot of poll companies they stopped doing polls, because it
Or
wasn't
the ones, yeah,
wasn't
but
profitable enough for them, that
and the ones that were are still doing it are putting right on there that like, we asked this many people from these areas.
yep.
You know what I mean? It's like this is This is not a nationwide poll. We didn't ask literally every person in the country. But oh man. Sorry, just it really bothers me. These guys made up their fucking polls. I'm pretty sure that's how your freaking dude got the nomination in Michigan. Do you think he can beat the Republican?
I don't know.
Wouldn't
There's
that
a
swing?
well, he
Wasn't it already
he
a
is
Democrat seat?
yes, it was.
So this would help the Republicans by him
Yeah,
being nominated if they can beat the socialists.
right. Well, he's socialist. He's a fan of Hassan Piker, and he's Muslim. So,
Oh, yeah. Hassan Piker. I love that you know who this dude's name is,
well,
dude.
you've drilled his name into me. So,
Now you're starting to see it though. You're like, oh shit, I know who this asshole is now. But I knew his name was gonna show up. He was getting too popular with his fucking crazy left-wing bullshit. Talking about Mao Zedong was a great fucking hero. That motherfucker killed more people than Stalin. Killed more than fucking Mussolini, more than Hitler, more than Pol Pot. Oh, we got to chase the sparrows away because the sparrows are eating the crops. Meanwhile, the sparrows were actually eating the fucking grasshoppers and the locusts that did eat the crops. You scared the sparrows away, your crops are gone. Everyone dies.
hmm
Sorry about my crazy rant there, but this is what happens when you do these communist things. Is people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't know how shit works. And they're just gonna say legislate it. Just like I've been listening to some of these Karen things lately on the YouTubes because it's funny. You would be amazed at how many times people complain when someone does like work for them. How often people complain that the fucking sun is in the wrong place. I'm not kidding. Like, well, can you do something? I was like, you want me to move the sun?
yeah, sure, no
It's
problem.
like
I'll get right on
if I
that.
could move the sun, I would rule the planet, right?
Yep.
Oh, really? How? That'd be so easy. I could decide who gets sunlight and who doesn't. I'm in charge, period, right?
Yep.
Just, oh my God, the things people say. It's so entitled, you know? It's like, oh, just do it. It's like, what the? I can't move the sun, bitch. All right. Brian, take over for a little bit because I'm
All
just gonna
right.
get pissed off.
Okay. Yeah, we had three Michigan men who've been arrested after a drone appeared to deliver contraband tobacco to a federal prison. Yeah, drones are good for some things, but dropping stuff into prison probably not good.
Not a good idea,
You're gonna
but
get caught.
that was some ballsy shit, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like, if you were willing to abandon your drone, you might have got away with it.
but they weren't.
Like, yeah, if you just left it there, dropped the controller and ran away, or it was probably on your phone, and just
Yeah,
boom. But I bet you the way they found these assholes was by following the drone back to them.
probably. And then
Ballsy.
Dearborn has obviously been in the news a lot lately.
Yeah,
Um,
the Christians are getting upset finally, which it takes
yeah,
a lot to piss off the
too little, too
Christians.
late. Dearborn is completely run by
Yeah,
Muslims,
already
and the
overrun.
the Christians are saying that Sharia law is taking over in Dearborn, and it was, I mean, I don't know if
I
it's gone that far, but
I don't know, Brian. I've had people tell me that's not true at all. And I said the sheer fact that they have a public call to prayer tells me maybe it's true. How are you allowed to have a public call to prayer through a government system?
I don't know if it is through a government system.
Yeah, they're using like a PA system. It's not like church bells.
Yeah, but it could have been a PA system that's been paid for
Oh,
by the different mosques.
you're right. It's entirely possible it is privately owned. But at that point, the government should step in and say, you can't broadcast this to
Well,
everyone.
who is going to enforce that when the mayor and all the city council are Muslims? Who's going to say no, you can't do that?
Well, I'm not going to speak for all Muslims, Brian. But I will say that if Christians were doing this, a Christian court system would shut it down in a damn hurry, right?
Okay, maybe, maybe
You
not.
know, and oh, Christmas trees.
They're bad.
No, that's that argument that might come up is like, oh, they do Christmas trees in these little towns still. They still do one in New York. You could say
That's
stop
on
doing
private land.
the one in New York's not, but
Kennedy
Canada,
Center is owned by NBC.
is it really?
I think so. I could be wrong.
And that's the one that Canada gives us the giant tree for
Yeah.
every year.
Uh-huh.
I think it's pretty cool. Canada gives us a like 60
Well, they
foot
used to. They might not
tree
do it
every
after.
year.
They might not do it this year. So.
Well, I don't know. They did last year, and it was even worse than now because Canada finally buckled. But we'll get to that.
But
Let's
Haley Stevens, she was running against Alciad and lost her primary bid to be said that he should really consider cutting ties with Hassan Piker to help his chances of winning the Senate.
Isn't that what literally every Democrat is saying? Like even Carville, right?
Carvel, yeah.
Carville, yeah. I keep
Hmm.
wanting to say Harville. I used to have this CMC Harville, you know,
Hmm.
and I keep confusing the two. I'm like, they're definitely not the same guy. Even though Carville was a Marine,
Yep.
so you know,
Long time ago.
so I'm certain he knows what a Master Chief is, right?
Oh yeah.
Actually, he wasn't. He was an HTCM who's standing in for CMC when they were waiting for a new CMC because he didn't want to give up his rating.
Hmm.
Well, then he eventually did after I got out, and he became a CMC anyway. Which anyone who's not Navy doesn't understand what any of this means, but Brian knew what all of that meant.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. CMC is its own rating.
Yeah, exactly. You
Command
don't have.
Master Chief, Senior Enlisted
It's
Advisor.
fun. It's funny you say that, Brian. It's like your average person who wasn't Navy doesn't know what a rating is.
True.
So, you know,
Job description.
yeah, exactly. What your job is.
The average American doesn't even know what that is anymore.
Here's the crazy thing is I had a dangerous job welding with toxic explosive gases. I did sewage. I did all this engine repair. Brian took fucking photographs. But check this out. Brian went to Sears school,
That's right.
which Brian, please tell me, remind me what Sears stands for. What search,
Search,
evade,
evasion, rescue, escape.
uh this is for like helicopter pilots who get shot down behind enemy
Yeah,
lines
uh-huh.
because the guy taking the combat photos had to be able to
Might
do
have
the
been in
same
the
shit.
helicopter.
Yeah, might have been in the helicopter. Exactly.
Thank God I was never in that situation because I failed miserably at Sears School.
Oh, talk all the shit you want. You were in the fucking Pentagon when the plane crashed into it.
I know, but it's not the same as Sears School.
The training, believe it or not, helped, man. It helped keep your head level, and you know it.
Yeah.
Do what's the right thing to do. Don't panic, because you know as well as I, panic just makes shit worse.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Uh, all right. Oh shit. You've been to Massachusetts. You've probably never been to Lawrence. It's up
Nah.
it's way up north. Apparently their mayor doesn't speak English.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this guy in the past.
I think we have, but
Because
now he's
I'm
being
like,
brought up
how in the
as
heck does a mayor get elected mayor with no English?
yeah, it's like, well, no one speaks his language,
But
so
then
how
he
do you know
does
he's
say,
doing?
he says, God bless you, you know?
I don't know, you can learn a handful of
True.
verses.
But
But
how are people voting for this guy that doesn't speak English?
well, didn't he just he's being brought up on COVID relief fraud.
Yeah.
So he
Uh-huh.
spoke English well enough to file the paperwork to get relief
Right.
fraudulently.
He's facing up to 30 years in prison. But
Well,
since
what gets me is either he filled this paperwork out himself.
oh,
I don't
somebody
know.
else fill it out.
Boom. Let's get them too. But because didn't Trump do something about it? I was like, no, our official language is English. We're not going to put everything out in 1,000 languages anymore.
I got one of these loans for my small business, but I didn't get $1.5 million. I got like 1,500. I wish I could have found a way to get a $1.5 million economic disaster loan from the SBA. That would have been handy.
You're the wrong color, Brian.
Okay.
You don't have enough melanin.
I'll work on that.
Good luck in Michigan. You can't even get a suntan in Michigan, right?
I know. No, no.
Oh, dude, check this out. D-Rock. Motherfucker. Okay, I love the guy. I really do. One of the best people I know. Genuinely a good person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dumb as a bag of sand. You know this as well as I, right?
Right.
He asked me to like, and don't get me wrong, he gave me some heads up plenty of time in advance. October, he wants me to come up
Uh-oh.
there
Now
like
he
the
froze.
weekend of.
I
I'm
lost him.
frozen. I'm frozen.
I seem to be fine.
I can hear you,
Hopefully he comes back in a minute. I'll just keep stalling.
Brian. I can hear you just fine.
Sorry. Oh no, my internet is unstable now. Huh.
Okay, well now you finally glitched, and but I
Did
can
you?
hear you the whole time.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
Like I just guess I'm gonna stall now because I don't know what else to do. He's in the middle of a fucking anecdote.
I know, I know. I
It's
don't
like
know the end of
I
this
can't I
anecdote.
can't I can't even give an opinion at this point. So
Right.
wonderful. But yeah, he asked me to fucking drive up to fucking South Shore, Massachusetts for like the weekend of the 10th in October
Uh-huh.
because he's gonna have the house to himself.
Yeah, because his parents are going to be in Florida while Sean and Katie are visiting Michigan.
I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe, but I was like, I have like a family,
Right.
and like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm winterizing. It's about Halloween time. I'm doing that
Right.
kind of stuff. And I've invited him here several times. Like, I have a room for you. He waits
Yeah.
for his parents to go out of town to invite me to Massachusetts. What the
And
fuck is
that's
in Massachusetts for me?
nothing. Just
Well,
him.
I don't. Well, no, my sister's there. She's still in Plymouth.
I rest my
Uh,
case.
my mother's buried in Situate,
Okay.
and I'd love to see her resting place again. But
Yeah. Yeah.
that's a heck of a drive.
Right. For a weekend.
And all he's gonna want to do is fucking drink and smoke pot.
Right.
Like maybe if we would go do something,
Hmm.
I
Well,
don't know. Like
you're going to go get pizza?
I'm just, I don't know. Even like a fucking stupid hike. It's if I just want to get drunk and stoned, I can do that in my house. You know what I
Right.
mean? And yes, having a friend with you is yeah, cool, awesome. But was that a 600-mile drive
Right.
to fucking get drunk and stoned and drive home?
It's not worth it.
Yeah, pot is a lot cheaper in Mass though.
True. True. Okay, maybe
But
worth
well,
it.
well, because I have a medical card here in West Virginia, and I only did this after this whole Supreme Court thing happened with the whole gun thing,
Right.
right? As I said, gun rules are freaking falling apart all of a sudden, aren't they?
Yep.
Uh, but yeah, even my pot card isn't giving. It's actually not getting me cheap weed. It's expensive weed. It's just legal.
Yeah.
Recreational in Massachusetts is fucking affordable. Problem is, I'm not about to drive from Massachusetts to fucking West Virginia with 3 pounds of pot in my
That's a
vehicle.
bad idea.
That's begging to go to prison forever, isn't it?
Yeah.
I swear it's all personal use. You know?
Nobody's gonna believe that.
So what happened here? Well, I went to Massachusetts. It was cheap, so I spent $10,000. You know? I say that, but you can actually only buy so much in like a week's time or something. Oh shit, I clicked something. You can only buy so much in a week's time.
Yeah.
Even recreational Massachusetts. I'm pretty sure that's every state.
There's you can only do it so much per transaction. So they can literally, have you pay and run up another transaction.
I see Mass. You were allowed so many like ounces a month. West Virginia has 6 ounces a month. But the thing is, at least when I was working at Security Massachusetts, that, however much a month only applied to our shop.
Oh, so you can go to another
So
dispensary
you go
and
to a different shop and buy
get
another
more.
5 ounces.
Right.
Yeah. Because we didn't hand it to the government to
Right.
track. You know what I mean? So we had our own records.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd love to go to Massachusetts, honestly, on a trip, right?
Uh-huh.
So everyone should go see Plymouth for real. Everyone should go see Boston for real, and you know it, right?
Right.
You were in Massachusetts, and you were in Marshfield.
Yeah.
It didn't go to Boston.
No.
How?
I was only there for a wedding.
Dude, it was a 20-minute drive.
I know. The wedding took a lot of time.
Yeah, you could have seen the Old North Church where the lanterns were held. The Paul Revere's ride. You could have seen the harbor. Yeah, see the beers kicked in, huh?
Park your car.
You could have seen the harbor where the tea was tossed. As another Commonwealth person shows up, I'm talking shit about the Commonwealth. Oh,
That's
and,
right.
and he's gone, and he's already gone.
That
Didn't
didn't
even
last
say.
long.
All right, where were we? Oh yeah, something weird's happening in Virginia. They're merging power companies, I guess. But
Yeah,
and
the main power company in Virginia is trying to merge with a main company in North Carolina, and a member of the state corporation company, which is like the overseer in Virginia, is on the board that would approve this. So she owns stock in the company in North Carolina, and she's refusing to recuse herself because of she doesn't
the
think she
amount of
needs.
money she's about to make when these two companies
Yeah, she
merge.
was the former Next Era attorney for the company in North Carolina, and she says, "No, that doesn't matter. I don't have to recuse myself."
Anytime anyone thinks that maybe you should,
Should do it.
as long as it's somewhat reasonable, right? You
Yeah,
do it. It's not worth the headache.
right.
It, it's just why insist I sit in on this case, right?
Yeah.
It's early as hell and Brian's falling asleep. Repeat offender, you here or what? He's still setting up his stuff.
I just let him back in.
No, okay, we both clicked it then.
Yeah.
Uh oh shit, yeah. Teacher of the year at the school district in Tennessee has resigned her position after only like 5 years or something. Because the school told her to change the grades of her students because parents complained.
Wow.
Well, how are you ever going to learn anything if we just hand you the final product, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
Which I believe leads right into the next one. I believe I put it in there anyway. Yep.
Yep.
Colleges are now accepting SAT scores again because they realize GPA means jack shit because teachers change scores
Yep.
to make it look like their school is doing better than it is
Right.
versus
So
an
you get more
SAT.
money.
Yeah, so versus an SAT, which goes, what did you actually learn in school?
Right.
I don't understand. Oh, the test is racist. How is it racist to ask you math and English?
That isn't racist.
Well, for real, SAT is just math and English, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no science or
I don't think so. No.
maybe it's changed. I know it's changed since I took the SAT because mine only went up to 1600. and last I heard it was something like 2,400 or something silly.
Okay, I don't know. It's been a couple years since I took my last SAT.
Exactly. But math, what about science? That's math. What about geology? That's science, which is math, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit if you can weave a basket underwater. I want to know
Oh,
if you can pass the goddamn test.
right.
Yeah, I let him in again. He's having a tough time today. His signal's gonna suck so bad, you know it.
Probably.
Meanwhile, the teachers
Oh,
union,
we might be winning. Might be in this time.
G'day,
maybe,
lads. How are
maybe,
we?
I don't know. Let's see how his signal is. I'm assuming it's terrible if you couldn't get in.
G'day, lads. How are we? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh my God, there we go.
He's back by popular request.
Fucking Australians. What is
How
it?
we been, lads? How we been?
New Zealand, I think, disagrees with most of the world about how many continents there are. They're considering like New Zealand, Tasmania, and part of Australia their own continent, apparently.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and Russia doesn't see the same continents we do. Eurasia is a continent to Russia.
Okay. Interesting.
Fascinating
Nah,
stuff.
New Zealand's just
Fascinating.
jealous, mate.
New Zealand's a goddamn joke. No, no, and pardon
It
my
is.
language. No, it's the same fucking thing as Hawaii. It's cool. It's awesome. Let's go there and fucking vacation for like 5 days, right? Then
Uh,
go home because, dear God, it's in the
it's
middle
too
of
expensive.
fucking nowhere. There's nothing there, and it costs $1 billion to do anything.
Yep.
That's right. 100%, mate. It's all gimmick.
Yeah.
You can
And you know
see New
what?
Zealand in 3 days.
Make all your money on tourism, New Zealand, for real. You could make so much money if they started opening up tourism more widely. Like Australia
Yeah,
does.
you see
Australia's like,
everything you can.
come to the outback. Come fuck around and find out. I'm like, all right, man. It sounds like fun.
Go and touch that animal.
Yeah. Watch out for drop bears, motherfucker. I love how this drop bear thing went for like 10 years before anyone realized it was a giant troll. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. An entire country's been trolling the planet for a decade, and no one realized it was a giant fucking joke.
Oh, yeah. He's starting to catch on, eh?
I just think it's hilarious. It took if a koala falls out of a tree and lands on your face, it will rip your face off. But it's not intending to do
And
that,
give you chlamydia.
okay?
And give you chlamydia.
Give me chlamydia and I got chlamydia and malaria because a fucking koala bear ripped my face off.
You're not supposed to hug the koala bear.
Oh, they will rip your face.
Who just let that
Yeah,
fucking nut
it will
job in
rip your face and
Yellowstone that
we'll give
tried
you
to pet
chlamydia.
the bison? I'm sure you saw that, Ron. The nut job in Yellowstone that tried to pet the
Yeah.
bison. Well, he got thrown like
Yep.
13 feet in the air. Everyone saw like, holy shit!
And it was the bison's
Oh,
fault.
my. And, mate, honestly, I've seen videos of people, like in Asia, you've seen that guy put his head in a crocodile's mouth
Yeah, and he got
and
chomped.
the croc grabbed him. Yeah. Mate,
So you
why
you
would you,
understand how this works?
why would you stick your head in a crocodile's mouth with a lot of white people paying you 5 cents a pop?
Well, no,
Not
Jesus
worth
if
it.
you the issue is you can do it quote safely, which is not safe. But the thing is, if anything touches the alligator's tongue, its mouth snaps shut. That guy that you're talking about in particular, sweat
Yeah.
dripped off of him.
Yep, he
And
sweat.
it touched the alligator's
Straight on
mouth, and
his
its
mouth,
jaw snapped shut. They do it in Florida too. I'm not kidding you. I have a picture somewhere of me holding an alligator's mouth shut with me sitting on its back.
No, we just ride them to shops and that.
I came up in Massachusetts, not Florida. The wife is from Florida. She used to pat these motherfuckers. I'm like, you're out of your goddamn mind. They're fucking dinosaurs.
Exactly.
Mate, when you go to these croc shows and all that here in Australia, you've only got a little bit of wire fencing in between, chicken wire fencing. That's what's between you and a croc eating you. You becoming bloody chopped lunch.
Fuck you, Florida. These people own homes with waterfront access, and there's alligators in their fucking yard
Yeah, that's
cooling
up
off.
north. That's what they do up in
Up
Cairns
north,
and that.
Florida's up north.
No, Australia. We're up north. That's where our crocs
Okay,
are.
it's north of Australia. You're right.
Oh, they love the weather out there, like because they're reptilians, so they're cold blooded. So they've got to be
I
in
still
warmer weather
understand.
to survive.
I still understand why all of Australia is hot. Like half of that freaking country must be far enough south to like freeze, but no, apparently not.
No, we're up north in the tropics of Capricorn.
See, that's what you get when you try to make a fucking sphere onto a flat piece of paper. Nothing ends up where it's supposed to be, huh?
Yeah, and it blows all the flat earthers out of the water, doesn't it?
Yeah, Greenland looks huge on a flat map, doesn't it?
Well, it is huge, Greenland. It's a massive island. It's the biggest island in the world.
Not compared to what it looks like on a map.
Oh, yeah. They reduced map sizes and that. But
New
yeah,
Zealand's a
Greenland's the
joke
biggest
and you
island in the
know
world.
it. Not New Zealand. Okay, New Zealand too,
New
but
Zealand
Greenland's
is,
a
yeah.
joke and you know it.
You know the Kiwis actually try to enlarge their pictures on the map to make them look bigger?
Well, it's mostly because your latitudinal lines, to make them straight, you have to curve everything around the lines as you straighten the curved lines.
It's the rum
Yeah.
line.
All right.
You
Moving
learn more
on.
about that in the Navy, wouldn't you?
What now?
I said you learn more about that in the Navy.
Well, see, that's what got me. That's what blows my mind is that we still have these flat Earth conspiracies. And I'm like, how huge is this conspiracy? How many people are involved to make us think the Earth is round when it's really flat? When we have like every nation that has a coastline has a navy. Like I've sailed around the world. I went west until I came back to where I started, right?
All right.
And people
Recent
in town is like,
surveys
no, you
said
did this weird pattern. I'm like,
it's a small minority, but in the United States, surveys have found 2 to 3% saying they generally believe the Earth is flat, whereas in other countries it's 1 to 5%.
okay, so nut jobbery is more prevalent here.
Yes.
Well, mate, if we can get people believing in bloody drop bears, of course they're going to believe the world's flat.
But the problem is, like, I can show the shadow of the Earth on the moon almost any night by simply pointing at the curvature of the moon. You know what I mean? Like the crescent moon. Like that's the shadow of the Earth. Like, so what? Flat Earther, what happens to the moon in a monthly cycle? Brian's looking at this. Like, that's a good question.
I
Flat
don't
Earthers
know.
must have an answer for this, or else they wouldn't keep arguing, right?
Well, here's a fun fact for you. You know Australia's wider than the moon?
What's that?
Australia's longer than the moon's diameter.
So is in the United States.
Australia is wider than the moon's diameter.
Common claims include the moon is much smaller, nearby object rather than a spherical body. It moves above the flat Earth in a circular path along with the sun, rather than orbiting the Earth. And then some versions claim that the moon is self-luminous. It produces its own light rather than reflecting sunlight.
But in crescent cycles, though, with waxing and waning?
Moon phases are usually explained as the moon's illumination changing as it travels through the sky.
But where does it go?
But lunar eclipses are particularly difficult for flat Earth models.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I have a friend who swears he's a flat earther. I'm like, I don't know if I believe that you genuinely believe this. It's like, you must be trolling everyone. Like, you have to be trolling. There's no way you believe this shit. No. We've never been to the moon either, right? The United States put up a fucking giant parabolic fucking mirror on the moon. Do people know this?
Yeah,
There's a
I heard
giant,
there's a McDonald's there too.
there's a giant parabolic mirror. You can actually shoot a laser beam at it, have it come back to you, and measure how long it took to measure how far away the moon is.
That sounds like something Austin Powers would do.
We did this in the 70s.
Yep.
Why we haven't been back? Why the fuck would we go back? What is that? The only reason why we went to the moon was to beat Russia to it, right?
We're
Let's
going
be
back.
real.
We're going back.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
why?
can build a
Okay,
base or something.
Yeah, building a
now that
base.
yeah, exactly. They're talking about building a
Moon
base.
base one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's against the Star Wars Accord.
No
Because
moon
you know
bases
it's gonna be
allowed.
rods from God, dude. You guys ever heard of this weapon system? Theoretical? Basically you have like satellites or the moon, and you gently push or just drop tungsten rods from orbit. They hit terminal velocity. They smash into the ground with the explosive force of like 100 megatons of dynamite.
Says we can build a moon base. It's gonna be the gateway, smallest state intended to serve a staging and support platform for other missions. And
Yep.
we're gonna have a sustained presence on the moon by 2030.
Well,
I'll believe it
okay.
when I see it.
Apparently they're going to use
Yeah.
that as a place to hit Mars,
But
aren't they?
well, Mars is a private venture. That's Elon Musk, who wants the federal
I'm sure he can
government
lease
is
the moon base.
no,
Yeah.
you'll probably use the moon base too, exactly, to cheaper takeoff, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But 2030, that's 4 years, dude.
I
True.
reckon it's achievable.
They're putting tents
haven't-
up first.
Better send supplies in a damn hurry. You only got a couple of years.
I'll put a Mickey D up there soon.
It's funny. I watched this guy recently on YouTube Shorts talking about this and that, and that's where I got the whole everyone has different ideas what the continents are. But one of these things he did was measurement systems, and it was fascinating listening to some of the arguments. Like the UK argument versus metric. Like, oh yeah, we're metric. We made it. It's better. Like, all right. Well, how tall are you? He goes 5 feet 11 inches. He goes, that's not metric. He goes, well, human height is different. He goes, okay. Yeah. And then he goes through like a handful of imperial measurements the Commonwealth uses, like miles.
Yeah.
Like they'll actually use a mile, believe it or not. They'll measure, and then our gallon's different. Turns out an American gallon was before this whole change happened in the United Kingdom. We still have the same old measurement for what a gallon is versus what the United Kingdom is using in their imperial measurements. And I just think that's fucking crazy. Just like your average American speaks better English than your Englishman because the English did this whole we're gonna mispronounce things intentionally sometime around like the 1800s to sound smarter. That's when they started putting "used" in words that don't belong. I just
Yeah, but
think it's fascinating.
a lot of their language changed years ago, mate, because when they were trying to talk French and all that, learn like different languages, Spanish and all that, the English actually shortened some of their words and put in some of the bloody Latin words, some of the Spanish words, some of the bloody French words in their vocabulary. So they changed a few of their words around.
All right, I don't know where you're going with this.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like you talk about their language and that. Just saying how it all come about, how they've like the English
I'm just
changed their
saying the
language.
way we speak English in the United States is more accurate to when the United States became its own nation versus than what England speaks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But get back that miles and that thing. You know, we're still little stone markers on roads here with miles on them. What they used to have, like, for example, I live in Newcastle and the next city up's Maitland. They used to have Maitland 24 mile and marking systems, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before we went to kilometres. So you still, when you drive along the road, you'll still see this little concrete or little stone bloody thing with a like M chiseled into it and 24 chiseled into it. The old marker system, so you knew how far away you were from that next city.
Do you know what a mile is? Like, if someone told you 10
one
miles, would you know how far that
one isn't
is?
it 1.7 kilometers or something, isn't it?
I think it's
It's
1.6.
5,000. It's 5,280 feet. That's what I know.
Yeah, I think it's 1 point something kilometers.
Yeah, that makes sense because when I click over my speedometer to kilometers an hour, I'm like, holy shit, I'm flying.
Yeah, I had to do that when I went to Canada.
Yes, because which is funny because back in the day you didn't have to. You just had to look on the other side of your
No, it's
gauge,
all
right?
digital now. So
Yep. I still have a physical gauge, which is cool, which has both MPH and KPH, but I also have a digital display if that's what I want. I could also have oil pressure, whatever, you know. But yeah, I got a good laugh. And I love how Brian's all excited he went to Canada. Is this the first time you've been to Canada? You grew up in Michigan, dude.
no, I've been to Canada many times.
I grew
I
up
went
in
there before I
Boston.
was a legal drinking age in Michigan. I went to Canada to drink.
We did
Had
the
a
same
Took the
thing
senior
for
road over,
class trip in
Massachusetts.
Canada.
took
We
the
did the
road
same
over
thing.
across, mate, did you?
Yeah, we used to drive 8 hours from Mass to go up to Canada when we were 18, 19, 20. And they it's hilarious. The border guys are like, why are you guys coming to Canada? It's like, we're gonna party. I'm like,
Okay.
you know that's illegal in your country? I'm like,
Now we're not
yeah,
in our
but
country
I was like,
anymore.
yeah, but we're gonna go to your country to do this. And the guy was always like, all right. You know?
Baby toll booth.
It's like you're gonna extradite me to the United States for drinking when I was 19 when it's legal in your country. It's like the crime,
No.
no crime occurred because
Right.
But yeah, we used to do it all the time. Yeah. Oh, you'd meet these
Before you
and
needed a
we
passport.
well yes, driver's license was good enough. Largest no passport border on the planet because it was safe and fair.
Michigan's got a program where you can actually get the proper credentials added to your driver's license without a passport here in the state when you apply for your driver's license.
Yeah, but Michigan's also having an issue building a bridge to
Now the
allow
bridge is
more.
already built. The
Oh,
issue was
sorry, they're
getting
not
it
using it.
open.
That's right. That's right. There's a bridge built for Canadian goods, but nothing's coming across it.
It's open now. You can actually walk and you can ride a bicycle across it and walk across it now too.
All right. Uh, did we talk about the Karen Bass tax thing?
No, we didn't. We just talked about her great polling system.
She apparently came out and said if you donate to political candidates, taxpayers will 5x match your donation.
How is that a thing?
Apparently, this
Sounds
is the way
illegal.
California is doing it. It sounds very illegal. So she says if you pay in $5, $30 is going to come back out. Is what's actually getting paid into the Democrat
Yeah, because
Party.
California's got tons of extra money in their state.
Well, apparently not enough to put a fire out, but they had money to send the fucking mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass. So was it Nicaragua?
No, I
Was it?
thought she went to Africa.
That's
Okay,
when Africa.
Nigeria maybe. Nigeria maybe then. Instead of putting the fire out.
Yeah, she went to Africa. She went to
Yeah.
some wedding in Africa.
I actually just saw something about in the news come about New South Wales too.
Wow. You're just covering all the.
Yeah, no, but New South Wales is UK. Is that what you call it? The island?
No, say my state, New South
Okay,
Wales,
it's
and it's
Australian. Australian. Something crazy happened there. I don't remember what it was. Who knows? Fucking Wales is a fucking nation in the United Kingdom, but the
Yeah,
United
it's a
Kingdom
country.
is an. This is there's
It's a
too many.
continent.
Wales
Jesus
is a
Christ!
country in the
No,
UK.
you guys have a fucking king. Become one goddamn country and become different states. Okay?
No, different countries become one
No,
kingdom.
no, you have a fucking king.
Becomes a Commonwealth, mate, under one kingdom. It'll all
That's
get
what
you.
blows my mind is when these fucking Canadians have these no kings protests. I'm like, you have a fucking king
Well,
and
they
you
have it
haven't
in
done
England
shit,
too.
but you're worried about the United States?
They protested Donald Trump in England with no King's Day too. And they got the king. You know that's punishable by death. That law's still on the books. The punishable
There
by
you
death
go.
in
There you
some
go. You
country.
still have a fucking king.
And they can use their freedom of speech in the UK too.
Oh,
Yeah, you
yeah,
can get locked
okay.
up in jail.
Yeah.
You get
As
locked up
long
in
as
jail
you
for it.
agree with their fucking Muslim king, right? Look at
Yeah.
Tommy Robinson.
No, he's a legend. That guy, Tommy. He
I
stood
know
up
what
to the
I'm
system.
talking about, don't I?
Yep, he went to jail for his beliefs, mate.
More
Sticking
than
up for
once.
innocent. Yep.
And all he's doing is talking. But they say
Yeah.
we're
Talking is
offended
bad.
by
You
what
can't
you
even be
say.
a comedian. You got to be careful being a comedian in the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Did you
say,
hear about the guy who got pulled up at the airport? The comedian.
no.
They had cops there waiting for him at the airport. He put out a post before he went away. An English comedian, and they were there to meet him. They were going to lock him up, but there was massive bloody protests about it. And all he did, he just put a post up, and it had nothing to do with anything discriminatory. But because he spoke out, they met him at the bloody airport when he returned home. And the thing is, mate, here I don't know if you've read about it, Brian, but here in Australia, mate, we've got the same thing happening at the moment. There's laws being passed to like even trying to restrict our freedom of speech because we haven't got it in a constitution like you guys got in your constitution.
Right.
It's just, mate, yeah, like we're going towards Canada and we're trying to stop it.
Good luck.
Oh, mate, well, the Canadians are stuffed with what Trudeau and that brought in. Well, that's totally rampaged their bloody
Yeah.
civil liberties.
Right. But, you know,
Fucking
they gave it
British.
up and now they're paying the price because they let the government take over and take a mile.
All the Liberal supporters out there.
See, this is what pisses me off is that this Australian asshole that what I stumbled across on the internet one day when I talked shit to a friend of his. I believe is what happened.
And you
What
know,
was his name? David Evans.
yeah, Dave. Yeah.
He talked a bunch of trash because I mentioned how I went to Australia once, and then I explained how I was right, and he's like, "Oh yeah, all right, that's all right," and that's how I met you. Uh, but this
Look,
asshole knows more about American politics than your average fucking voting Democrat.
mate, I love your politics. I reckon you guys got the most interesting politics in the world.
Well, because if the United States does it, for the most part, the rest of the world is going to do it. But what's become the problem is these other nations have decided they're going to accelerate the program, which is even worse because you're not allowing a proper testing period. And then what happened in the Netherlands, and all of a sudden they're like, all right, we need to stop this transgender thing because people are killing themselves more. You know?
Yeah, well, it's interesting, mate. Like you get all these G7, G8 meetings and all that. That's where they talk about screwing us all over. All these summits and that, these world leaders. How are we going to screw them over?
World Economic Forum is on. They talk about how to screw us over.
All of them do, mate. Trust me. Every summit.
No, people don't understand. World Economic Forum isn't world leaders. It's very, very wealthy people.
It's the economics society, mate. The economics.
And you're
Leaders of
worried. You and I are worried about the cost of gasoline. But when these guys get together and talk, you and I are fucking chickens in the chicken coop going and laying eggs for these assholes.
Yep.
We have no idea what they're doing. It's way above our fucking knowledge. It's way above our understanding. And they're just
100%.
fucking harvesting us.
It's like the CEO of Nestle. Hear what he said? Nobody's got the right to water.
Well, I agree
When
with
they,
that actually.
everyone's got a
Why do
right
you
to
have a
water,
right? No,
natural
why do you?
resource.
No. So what? I have water. You can take it because you have a right.
Now, if it's on your property, it's yours.
Oh, well, that's different. See, the United States doesn't know how to recognize that. The United States says the waterway, because if you have a right to it, that means you can dam it off.
No, not like that. He wasn't talking
Yeah,
like that.
well, if you have a right to it, that means you can do with it as you see fit.
No, you have a right to water, not what you can do to it.
Oh, if you have a river running through your yard, you can scoop water out, go ahead and drink it, deal with the fucking explosive
Yeah.
diarrhea. Something else people don't understand. You can't just drink water. Everyone's so entitled. They think that, like, oh, yeah, whatever. I'm upset I got sick. So, well, you drank stagnant water.
Yep.
So, I shouldn't get sick. It's like it was full of microbes.
Bacteria.
Yeah, it's full of all sorts of crazy stuff. It's like this is why for 1,000 years we've been boiling. And the best part is you hear these fucking Karens like, "Well, I don't boil my water at home to drink it." No,
Because it's
because we
already
already
treated in
fucking
a.
sterilized it before it
Yeah.
got to you,
Yeah.
bitch.
Uh-huh.
They have no idea how life works. They're so entitled that they want more. And someone will bring up to the fucking United Kingdom. You have a right to health care. What the fuck does that mean? What does a right to health care mean, honestly? Because
There is no right.
no, if you have a right to it, that means that you have to be given this thing. The way they're putting it, anyways, the way I would say a right is the government's not allowed to stop you. My right to own a gun means the government's not allowed to stop me. But these assholes, they have a right to health care, which means the government has to give me health care. But they're not fucking giving me guns.
You don't have a right for guns.
And and this is why capitalism is better because Canada does this frigging socialized healthcare system, and there are more MRI machines in Portsmouth, Virginia, than there are in Canada.
Well, I think in England there's a two-tiered system. If you got the money to pay, you can get into the private system.
We're doing that
Same in
here too
Australia.
with Obamacare.
Same in Australia. Every Commonwealth country's got it. See, we get, I think it's 2% of our wages goes towards healthcare.
Oh my god!
So we can
So
go into
no,
private hospital, public hospital.
let's
But
just
like
say, let's
Brian
just
said,
say, let's just say you're a very healthy man who, okay, occasionally gets injured because shit happens, right?
hmm
Why should your taxes pay for the man who has blood type pudding? Why should you pay for his fucking triple bypass?
why shouldn't we? It works for us.
Does it?
Yeah.
How much?
It might take you
See,
longer to wait for the system,
now
but
I
like Brian said,
now I would like to compare how long you wait in line, how long you wait for procedures, what you pay into taxes versus what I pay into insurance.
but you got to understand, mate.
I
Like
got a
it's
feeling
not.
I have a better system than you.
No, not really. Because you got to understand too. It's like Brian said, we can opt in and buy our own private health. I've got private health. I pay for mine.
Well, the problem is, private health insurance. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Private health insurance.
I pay. I think it's $170 a fortnight.
A fortnight. Oh my god. Is this fucking 1640?
Yep.
A fortnight?
Mate, you're here in Australia.
A
When you're in
fortnight.
Rome, when you're in Rome, mate,
That I believe that's 2 weeks, right?
that is certainly right, correct.
All right, now let's. All right. I talk trash, but I believe I've used the term scores before on the show to refer to units of
20
20.
years,
So
20
yeah.
years, yeah. Four score, 7 years.
Oh, 4 score and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
You might
Yes,
have
I
to
can do
throw,
the entire. I can do the whole thing, but why bother?
you might have to throw a few more scores in there, mate.
Crazy thing is, Lincoln was a crazy dictator. People don't realize this. What he arrested? What was it? Half or a third? I'm sorry, a third of the Maryland legislature without charges. He suspended habeas corpus. He deployed military troops within the borders of the United States. Like he broke every single rule that we say isn't a big deal, but he's the best president ever.
But he freed the slaves, mate.
Did he though?
Slavery's still going on today.
No, I believe it was the hundreds of thousands of men who gave their lives that freed the
Yeah,
slaves.
yeah, women. But he did. He organised it. He
No,
started.
and women. I guarantee you they were not women with muskets unless they were defending their own homes.
They played a part, mate.
No, the women stayed home because they could make more babies. This is what we all know. Men go to war, they fight, they die.
How are they going to make babies without the men?
That's
Well,
right.
one man can impregnate 100 women. One woman can have one baby a year.
Bet you weren't no plastic turkey bases from China there at the time.
Yep, it doesn't increase incubation period though. She still needs to carry a baby to term. This is why men go and fight. This is why men go out and fight the wild animal. Women are more important. And this is what's driving me fucking nuts. Driving me fucking nuts with what's going on with this whole fucking equality bullshit. You want me to treat women like I treat men? Dear God, next time you punch me in the mouth, I'm going to fucking knock you out and shatter your jaw. Right?
Yep.
You want to be treated like a man? Maybe I will treat you like a man.
Yeah, no, I get that. Well, I'm with you on that one.
Chivalry's dead. You fucking killed it. And by the way, I just want to point out there's like 196 rules of combat in the chivalric code and like 4 things about how to treat a lady. And I just want to point out these women bitching about chivalry being dead are not ladies, okay? Ladies were upper class. They were not fucking common plebeians. Am I wrong?
I don't think so.
No, you got a point. You're on a roll, mate. You got a point there.
Yeah, sorry, I was watching a whole bunch of Karen videos today and it pissed me off.
It worked.
I thought it was just too much sugar in your diet.
Oh, dude, I actually don't eat that much sugar. I say that. I drink a lot of soda. At some point, these folks have to realize how fucking stupid they are when they're saying you need to move the sun. Oh my God. It's like, how do I even interact with you?
That would be an
Move the
eyeball roll.
sun?
Mate.
No, it's even crazier. I actually heard a complaint from a woman that her toilet drained the wrong way. And I was like, well, the only way to fix that is to go south of the equator.
Moved to Australia.
I don't know what to tell you. Or South America. I don't know what to tell you. This is the way water drains north of the equator. The other side, it goes the other way. And she said it offended her political energy because it spun the wrong way. It was like clockwise and counterclockwise is political? They can vote. They can vote. Complaining the sun's in the wrong place, saying the water spins the wrong way.
Right.
If you don't understand how life and reality works around you, how are you allowed to vote?
Have you ever seen those Mark Dice videos?
What?
Sorry, man. Have you ever seen those Mark Dice videos? Those people go out in California and ask them questions.
Possibly,
seen
on
I've
the
seen a bunch of
street.
those.
On the street, interviews.
I've seen a
I've
bunch of
seen
stuff like
interviews
that.
when they've asked these people from California who was in the Civil War. There was one guy who answered England and Japan.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is if someone asked me who was involved in the Civil War, I would actually ask questions or maybe provide several answers. Because let's be 100% real here. Are we going to say the North and the South? Are we going to say the Union and the Confederacy? Are we going to say the Republicans and the Democrats? You know what I mean?
Yep.
But the thing is, these people like the Japanese. You know what I mean? It's like,
England and Japan, one guy said, hey, I just lost it.
well, this is what blows my mind is that the average American thinks Civil War means what happens in the United States in the 1800s. That was a failed revolution. An actual true civil war. Let's look at what's been going on in Egypt for the last fucking like 25 years, right?
Obama fixed that.
He
He put the
he
Muslim
might have,
Brotherhood in charge.
no. Okay, you're right. You're right. You kill everyone who disagrees with you. The problem will stop. Not untrue, but Civil War isn't two fucking armies lining up to fight each other like fucking World War II or United States Civil War. It's people setting up fucking bombs and assassinating people. This is the difference between a civil war and a failed revolution. And again, Lincoln broke every rule we had to make sure that didn't happen.
Right.
All right, what's going on? We're not even in New York, are we? Where are we?
New York governor has North Carolina governor has vetoed an election overhaul that would have made him cross-check voter rolls with death records.
So there are registered voters that have died,
Right.
obviously, right?
So they say.
So that's just a natural thing.
People
And now they
die.
say we're not going to check who died and can't vote anymore. Why would you do this?
Well, the main reason is because it was going to reduce the number of early voting days.
Dear God, because they're dead.
And it was going to, and it was also going to grant the state auditor new powers to review election results in the battleground state.
Yes, and my mother voted Republican her entire life until she died. She's been voting Democrat since.
Yep. The Republican lawmakers have enough votes to override the veto, so it's probably going to pass. That's doing a lot better than Virginia, who's now a part of the Compact organization.
Oh, they finally this is the whole we're gonna ignore the votes we got and vote.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
we don't care what our own voters said.
No. Yep. Because
Explain
there's a Democrat legislature in Virginia and a Democrat governor. She signed off on it this week, where when this organization, quote unquote, has 270 electoral votes, it goes into effect.
Did anyone explain this to you? This could happen the other way too.
I don't think they care. They don't. We've talked about this over and over again. They make all these silly rules, thinking it's going to benefit them. But Trump won the popular vote in the last election, so
yeah. Then it benefits the other side. They want to make it illegal. It's like you guys passed it.
Yeah.
Like you said it wasn't fair without this. You said we were all a bunch of racist bigots without it.
Mm-hmm.
So you passed it, and then you lost anyway.
Right.
And now it's racist to have it. Does Australia deal with this shit?
Yep. But it changed. We end up making this is going to sound stupid. It's compulsory to vote now.
Yeah, that is stupid.
Yeah, and that's stupid. Stupid.
But the thing is, we've got to identify who we are when we go into the bloody electorate to vote.
Are you?
Yeah, to show an ID.
Are you
Yeah,
allowed
and
to
our names
cast?
on a roll.
Are you allowed to cast a vote that says I'm not voting for either, for any of
You
them?
can, you can. It's called a donkey vote, and that vote goes to the government.
They
What
get
does
to
that
choose
mean?
how to use your vote.
What?
Yeah.
What the
If we drop a
fuck?
donkey vote, if
So
we
you
drop a
have
donkey
no
vote,
say in how your government works. A whole bunch of fucking meth addicts are gonna vote for you, and the people say I don't give a shit because I don't know what's going on. They're gonna go to the meth addicts.
but this is the best bit. You don't realize what happens. If we don't vote, we get a fine. If we don't pay that fine, if you've got a driver's license,
You can't vote.
that becomes disqualified. Then on top of that, the longer you take to pay it off, if you don't pay it off, they increase your fine. Then they can eventually throw you in jail if you don't vote. How ridiculous
Virginia
is
used
that?
to have that rule in place where if you didn't pay your fines, you could lose your. If you didn't pay like your child support or anything like that, they
Yeah,
could
you
take
lose your
away your
access to the
driving
roads.
rights. Yeah.
But this is just
But then it
nuts.
was a
It's like,
slippery slope because if you can't get to work, you can't pay your fines. So it was
yeah, it
like
gets
a
worse.
circular effect.
But this is just nuts. A mandatory vote just guarantees that uninformed voters are gonna vote.
Yeah,
Mate,
most definitely.
go in, cast a vote, and just piss off. Ridiculous.
No, like,
I know
do you have to vote on everything or just show up?
everything, mate. And
Because
we got what? We
I don't
vote
vote
out.
for everything.
Can you write in?
Yeah, you can do mail in, but you've got to have a really good reason, and it's really strict.
Ah, okay.
You can't just
If
put
you're,
Donald Duck.
yeah, but the thing is, if you're in hospital, you can do it. If you're overseas, you do a vote before you go overseas. Like they'll ask you, before you go overseas, if you're an Australian, they'll say there's an election coming up, so you'll have to go to an Australian embassy to vote. Otherwise, you still get fined.
You got to go to the embassy to vote when you're overseas. That's insane.
So there's
It's
no
true, mate.
absentee ballots.
Yeah, you can fill an absentee ballot thing, but you've got to prove that you're going overseas. Or if you're out of town, like you can vote early. But that's why I normally vote early. They say, "Oh, what's the reason why
I
you're
think that's
there?"
stupid.
Vote
Oh,
early and
mate,
vote often.
yeah,
Yes.
I do. I vote early. I just tell them I'm going to be on the piss on Saturday because all our elections are on Saturdays.
We usually do elections on Tuesdays here.
Now we do on Saturday because that's where most of the people are off work.
Well, that's actually why they do it on a Tuesday, is so that you can't be fired to go to vote. That's actually the law, believe it or not. And I don't know. They do it on Tuesdays. Brian, you know as well as I, it's Tuesday almost every
Yep.
time, right?
Uh-huh. Yep. I
Wait,
just
why
signed up to be
Tuesday? What?
part of the electoral committee here in my area, so we'll see if they accept me or not.
Brian's gonna get arrested.
No, we do
You
ours on Saturday. Everyone's either at footy or at bloody whatever it's on or at home on the weekend.
you eating fried chicken?
No, meat pie.
Meat pie.
Wow. That's not nearly as exciting.
Probably can't even get fried chicken in Australia.
Oh, I bet you can. I guarantee you
You
can.
think
I
there's a
bet you there's
KFC in Australia?
I bet you he lives in a major city. I bet there's a KFC within 10 miles of where he lives.
It's as many McDonald's as KFC. Yeah.
Can't get rid of it, can you? Hey, capitalism spreads.
Fun fact too, boys. Our chips are better different than what you put in America and your KFC.
Here's the thing: is if no one in Australia bought KFC, they wouldn't stay there, right?
Nope.
But you all like
the
you all at once took a bite. And went, holy shit! Kentucky can fry a chicken.
Islanders, mate, all
The original
Islanders.
recipe's gotten too greasy for me, though. I've had to switch to extra crispy.
Oh yeah, you need extra crispy. But like, hey, not talking shit about Australia, but like, what foods is Australia known for? Like, do anything fun?
Vegemite.
Vegemite. Is that the weird chocolate thing?
No, that's
Mate,
the
so
that's the weird spread you put on your toast.
It looks like grease
Yeah.
oil.
So is in peanut butter. And you know peanut butter is
Yeah,
better.
the peanut butter tastes a hell of a lot better than Vegemite.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, come on, mate. Depends on your taste, Brian. You know that, mate.
Peanut butter is gross and it's horrible for you, but it's so good. All right. I've seen
I've seen,
these
seen a few movies with the
Europeans, these
cricket.
UK guys come to the United States and have peanut butter for the first time. I was like, there's no way this is the first time you've had peanut butter. No way. No way. No way possible first time you've ever had peanut butter.
No, I
Only
actually.
way-
Sorry.
No, the only way you haven't had peanut butter is because you avoided it on purpose. I am
Right.
certain you can get peanut butter in Australia, just like I can get Vegemite. Although I'm going to pay an extra like $3 because like
You
nine
might have to order it
people
on
on the planet
Amazon.
make it. Yeah, because like 9 people on the planet make it.
I'll just send it to you. I've got a jar unopened there, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Mate, no, it's good. But I did notice the difference. Like when I was in America, I loved the bloody, was it Popeye's chicken?
Uh-huh. Yeah, Popeye's got some good chicken. Yeah,
He got some good stuff. I thought that was
This-
better than the KFC over there.
This,
it is.
this
I agree.
this is what I always hear from other people who came and visited. Is like, holy shit, I was told one thing, and it was not that at all. Like everyone is friendly. They were excited to meet me because I was foreign. You know, and then you have to have Popeyes, or
Yep.
Five Guys. Oh my God, Five Guys. Let's talk about how good Five Guys is. And their Cajun fries.
Yeah.
Ron, did you get to have Five Guys?
No, I think they're looking to bring a couple of franchises out here in Australia, and Wendy's as well too is coming out here now apparently.
Oh shit, dude! You gotta try you a Frosty. And it's not my thing, but it's very common in the American South. Dip your fries in your Frosty.
Oh yeah, they do it at McDonald's with it.
And
Excellent.
unlike McDonald's, their machines actually work.
Yes, you're not always cleaning it, right?
It must be a franchise thing. The same thing happens in Australia, boys. The ice cream machine.
Man, I miss Wendy's.
I wonder
Dude.
who's got the contract for that one.
They got square burgers too.
Yep.
Yeah. I wanted to try White Castle when I was there, and Chick-fil-A, but I didn't get it.
It's trash.
I want to do those little sliders, but no, I didn't get a chance. Popeye's chicken, I love it. And the other ones I love too when I was
Wawa.
in Disney World. They're
Oh,
turkey.
you went down to Orlando, did you?
No, the one at Anaheim.
Oh, Disneyland.
Disneyland, yeah. Mate, the turkey legs. I absolutely loved it walking around Disneyland with the massive turkey leg bigger than my head.
Yep.
Oh my God. No, dude, you missed it. You need to come to a state fair.
I'm going to the county. I've been going to the county fair all week. I've been there I'm on my going again tomorrow for the third time this week.
And you
so.
can get a turkey leg every time, can't you?
You can, yeah.
And the Australians like, holy shit, turkey, right?
Oh no, our turkey, like we get it, but it's mainly around
They
Christmas.
say they got turkeys, but they don't really have turkeys. And you know it.
No, we've got
Everything's
turkeys.
bigger in Australia, so I thought they had bigger
But
turkeys
it's
too.
a different animal, and you know it.
Hey, why don't we show our emu drumsticks?
Turkeys
No, I
are
loved it, mate. I loved it.
Turkeys are
I had the first experience at a diner in America, in LA. It was awesome,
Yeah.
mate.
LA, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The view from LA is nice. The weather is amazing. But the people are just fucking douche nozzles.
It's gotten worse.
Mate, yeah, a lot of them seem like they were lost in that, mate, eh? I spoke to a few locals in Hollywood Bar. I went in and had a few drinks in there.
It's because you're local. That's because you're foreign. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
just look what happened in Boston with the Scottish. They check this shit out. The Scottish. Don't get me wrong, they have a reputation, but Boston
For World
has a
Cup.
reputation, right? The Scottish drank Boston dry.
I don't
Yeah.
think they really did.
Well, that's just because they hadn't anticipated the extra crowd.
Well, they
It's not
didn't want the Scottish didn't want to drink Mick Ultra, so
they refused to drink Michelob Ultra.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm just saying. I have a hard time believing that there was no beer left in all of Boston.
Well,
I
what it
guarantee
turns
there's
out,
some crappy American beer that they just refuse to drink.
well, from what I understand, is they all loved Sam Adams. That's like actually the biggest thing that's going on right now. Right now is Sam Adams is about to go global because of the World Cup.
I tried
Uh,
seeing ads. It wasn't too bad, actually. It wasn't a bad drop.
well, we've been talking about Sam Adams for a couple of years now. We haven't brought him up in a while, but we brought up a couple of
It's not
years
a
ago how
microbrewery.
they're gonna lose their microbrew license because they're international. And if they start freaking producing and selling to like Scotland and Australia because people came to Boston and liked the beer, like I can get Sam Adams here in West Virginia, no problem.
On tap.
Depends on where I go. I can get it at some like steak places, but that's like an hour drive. But the thing is, people don't realize like, oh, we're still in the same country. Jesus Christ, the distance from where I live to where Sam Adams is brewed is like France to Belgium.
We've had we had some influencers come over to Michigan from the UK and England, and they said, they were asking for directions from people how to get someplace in Michigan. Then people would say, "Oh, it's just down the road a little bit." 3.5
Yeah,
hours
it's like two and a
later,
half hours.
and
Yep.
they're like, "We travel through entire countries in Europe, compared to the
And
state
that's
of Michigan,
yep. Well, just like when you came to West Virginia, I was like, yeah, it's head this way. It's it's straight shot, no big deal. And you're like, I almost ran out of gas.
Yep, yep. Won't make that mistake again.
Yeah, it's like you have no idea how far some of these stretches are. And
Yeah,
Australia understands that better than most places, but like the cities are pretty much clustered on the shores, like you see in the States, but there's no like inland communities for the most part. You know what I mean? Not where you're gonna drive 180 miles to the next gas station,
right.
Well, that's the thing, you mate, in Australia. We say we're going for a burger, we're just going up the road. We'll come back 3 days later.
You guys you guys buy gasoline by the liter or the gallon?
Later.
Later.
Brian, do a quick calculation for me. I pay $3.99 a gallon currently. Please, Ron, tell us what you pay per liter. Then compare the two and see who pays less.
Well, at the moment, we're paying, was it $2.08 for
I
super?
can already tell you that without the calculation.
So what's that? That's about $5 or something like that.
Americans are paying a lot less per gallon than Australians do per liter because it's 4 liters to a gallon almost.
Yeah.
Almost because gallons, yeah,
And if he's paying
liters
two for
aren't.
4, that's $8
Yeah, but
on our
liters,
money.
yeah, exactly. Liters aren't quarts, but
Yeah.
exactly, they're paying nearly twice as much as we are.
Yeah. Well, they have to import everything because they're not allowed to harvest their own oil.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
That's an excellent point.
They're going to have
we
nuclear powered cars before we do.
we had 6 refineries here in Australia.
All
We're down
gone.
to 2, and one just got half destroyed. Someone apparently there's a fire there because they're trying to go green energy here in Australia, which is ridiculous. 80% of us.
What blows my mind is when these people do this shit. It's like you lit a fucking oil refinery to make a gasoline on fire.
Right.
What do you think that did to the environment versus the gasoline?
100%.
Well, according to the article we talked about earlier, that might be better for the climate,
Apparently,
a
it might make
fire.
the planet healthier.
Yeah.
Ron, you missed it. We were talking about how apparently these fossil fuels burning is not just making everything greener because of carbon dioxide, but apparently we're sprinkling the specific nitrogen on the planet that makes plants grow.
That was carbon.
Yep.
No, nitrogen. But
Yeah,
not
so does
all
carbon.
nitrogen is what what plants need to grow.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what you mean. The carbon dioxide also keeps them alive, mate.
It's planet's healthier than it's ever, more life than ever recorded in history. They're telling how it's dying. It's like there's more life than ever. I don't understand your argument.
That's right. You know what they're going to do, mate? Keep fossil fuel cars and put more trees in. That's how you're going to keep the environment going.
Yep, yep, yep.
Trees.
Hey man, you want to drive an electric car? That's okay. I got no problem with that. Because let's be real, people don't understand
How you
how
gonna
electric
charge your
motors.
car?
Well,
With
people don't
solar
understand.
power and wind power?
Yeah, that's not even the point I'm trying to make here. But yes, you're right. You're probably plugging it into a coal plant. But uh, electric motors are very different than internal combustion engines. They work differently. You have
Mate,
100% torque available at 1 RPM versus a gasoline or a diesel car that does this shit. It's at 5,252 RPM is where you get the peak torque and horsepower output, gasoline or diesel.
I look at it differently. I look at it from a simple man's point of view. I'd rather spend 2 minutes at a Bowser putting petrol in my car than sitting there for 45 minutes trying to charge up a car.
Oh, I mean, if you could plug your car in at night when you
Yeah.
come home from work,
And
you
your car
know.
breaks down or something. You're in the middle of bloody -2 degrees. I'd rather have the
Well,
fuel
see,
running.
-2 degrees. See, here's the difference between metric and imperial. -2 degrees to you is one below freezing, right? Yeah, that's 33 degrees below freezing for us.
Oh, right, okay. The point I'm trying to say is, mate, I'd rather have a fuel car running, keeping the heater going than bloody electric.
See, these Australians, it's funny because he's making a valid point, but he doesn't understand the greater aspect. The Australian doesn't understand cold weather.
Right.
Uh, no, like -1 Fahrenheit might actually make your electric car not start.
Good luck in West Virginia with electric car.
100%.
Why? Well, I mean, because it gets cold.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I wouldn't have an electric pickup truck.
that's the
We
way to
use
go,
the
man.
we use the pickup truck in the winter because it's got 4-wheel drive. You know,
Uh-huh.
shit happens. Get out of the way, you're stuck. I got nothing against electric cars. Actually, I think they're fucking amazing. But it's a
Especially the
different.
Tulsa truck.
Well, it's a different animal. People don't
It's not even a
understand.
truck. I don't care. They call it a truck. It don't look like a truck. It don't act like a truck.
You mean the Cybertruck?
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. I agree why you say it's not a truck, but um it's a giant battery. That's the big deal. It has no, for real. It is a giant battery that'll power your house for days. That's the big thing. It's like that entire back space is battery storage. And I can't imagine spending that much money on a fucking giant, heavy stainless steel vehicle. But you can just drive your battery up and help. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway, we're moving on.
We
Missouri.
are? We're moving on? All right. It's
Yeah,
about time.
I guess a Missouri judge stopped the redistricting map because what the
No, they agreed to the GOP map for a Trump win. So it's going to be a Republican in favored map, which most of Missouri is Trump favored, except for St. Louis, of course.
well the city, right?
Yeah. No. Oh,
Maybe I
and then
misread. I
we
thought
got
this
this.
said that Trump's policy was in place and someone tried to stop it and she put a halt on it. My mistake.
Yeah, yeah. And then apparently there's some one of the senators, idiot senators in Michigan, United States senators, is demanding a public pledge from Trump and the Department of War that military troops won't be sent to the polls.
The polls.
To the polls to protect the polls.
That's all the National Guard.
What? Why would the like North and South Pole?
No, to like election polls.
Oh, polling, but yes. Okay. I was
It's
thinking,
stupid. It's never going to happen.
well, I don't know. Let's be 100% real here.
I can see
Mi-
National Guard going to the polling places, but
National
not
Guard, exactly what
not
Ron
actual
said. National
military
Guard.
members.
That's still military. Oh, okay, paramilitary.
But
I
they're
could see
state
National
run.
Guard. I
They're
could see
state
National,
run unless Trump nationalizes them for whatever reason.
which
But they're
requires a
covered. They're
big
governed
deal.
by the governors of the states, not the
Yes.
president.
Yes, it takes something real for the president to say, National Guard, go do this.
Yeah, like an Afghanistan war that lasted 20 years.
Yes, and I get a good laugh because New York made a big deal when Trump was talking about bringing the National Guard into the subway.
Right, and then they did it out
and
anyway.
then New York did it on their own anyway and fixed the problem.
Right.
And it's like, so Trump was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did it ourselves. It's like, yes, but you waited for him to say, I'll do it if you won't.
Right.
You know?
Uh-huh.
And Brian, do you remember what was it, a year, maybe two? Every other week or so, we would talk about someone being thrown in front of a fucking train in New
It
York.
was like suicide by subway in New York.
Not even suicide, people being thrown in
They
front
were
of it.
doing
Like,
it on purpose. I mean, people
they-
were doing it like for a game. It was a sport. It's probably a
yeah,
TikTok
just push them in
challenge.
front of the bus and in front of the train. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, do you understand what's gonna happen?
You're gonna die. People are gonna die, and they don't care because they'd say that, well, I'm never gonna get caught by pushing somebody. You know, it was a thrill.
What kind of monster are you?
A very bad monster.
I mean, don't I've had some terrible thoughts in my life.
But did you act on them?
No, I didn't throw someone in front of a fucking train.
Exactly.
Look, dude, I carry a gun.
Uh-huh.
Guess how many people I've shot?
None.
0.
Exactly.
I'm not looking for a fight.
Right.
These assholes are throwing people in front of trains. Fucking New York finally does what Trump said he was going to do if they won't do it, which I still agree he didn't have the authority to do, but that's not the point. So they did it, and they fixed the problem. How's this? Australia doesn't require their prime minister to be Australian, do they?
Mate, what was that?
Australia. Does your prime minister have to be Australian?
Yeah,
Just
Born
a
here.
citizen, though, not born there?
born here.
No shit.
That's good.
No, good for you. I was about to say, well, if Trump leaves office, maybe we should go be fucking president of Australia and
I
fix
want him
their
to.
shit, too.
I want
he
you to
can't.
be, mate. If he becomes naturalised, sure. No, I think you can be naturalised as well.
You said born in.
But, yeah, but well, I just remember. But you've got to spend so many years here. You got to be naturalised.
You can't do that in in the U.S.
Yeah,
You have to be
US,
born
you're not
here.
born-
Now, you could
you're not-
be born via Chinese tourism, go back to China for 18 years, and come back and get elected president when you're the appropriate age. But, you know,
What blows my mind is that people are bringing that up, saying that's perfectly okay.
it's
But they're
not.
saying Marco Rubio shouldn't be able to be president because he was born in Canada to United States diplomats. It was Rubio, right? Not
I
Ted
believe
Cruz.
so. Yeah, but I mean, he was born a U.S. citizen because whether he was born I mean, it's like military babies being born overseas. If they're born on military bases overseas while they're stationed there, they're still American citizens. It doesn't work. A lot of times those people will get dual citizenship in the process, but
Well, on bases, American sovereign soil.
yeah.
But they probably
Well, I
went
mean,
to
embassy is sovereign soil.
It's still like, yeah, it's right. If you're travelling overseas, like your American parents, and just say you're in Australia, and you have your childbirth here, that child should still be American. It's not Australian. It's not going to stay here without its parents.
Should they be Australian too?
No, it's you got to. I believe that you got to be a resident of the country.
As of right now, would they be Australian?
No, probably not. They're just born here. But as it is now,
Probably
you're
not.
right. I get what you're saying, but I believe
I'm not talking about
personally.
anchor babies and birth tourism. Can
Yeah,
I
no.
fly my pregnant wife to Australia to pop out a baby and make that kid a citizen?
No.
I don't know. I
It's,
honestly have no
we're one
idea.
of the few countries in the world that has birthright citizenship.
I believe
Well,
Canada is the only other one.
I reckon it's wrong, mate. Like if my parents had me, say, in New Zealand, I don't want to be a Kiwi. You know what I mean? And my parents are Australian. My parents reside in Australia. I'm Australian as far as I'm concerned. But birthright citizenship, this is why I don't agree with the SCOTUS. SCOTUS, they should never have made that stick. I can't. You mute it, mate. You mute it.
He's
You
coughing.
have to really read. Yeah, I was coughing my nuts off of that rip on my pipe. You have to really look at what this decision from the SCOTUS said. Because apparently
It was
Trump
always a
has to
long
do-
shot to get the Supreme Court
but
to agree with this.
Apparently all Trump had to do was change the wording and make it work.
And is he working on that right now?
Well, actually, I believe he's already filed, hasn't he?
Yeah.
All he had to do is change the wording is about something about the jurisdiction thereof. Or something stupid, because everyone's like, well, if you're here, you're a jurisdiction, then why the fuck do we extradite?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you're not citizens.
Well, no, not deport, extradite.
Right.
Deport is a good argument, but I'm thinking if you're under the jurisdiction of the United States, why are we going to send someone to Australia for committing a crime in Australia unless they are also under the jurisdiction of Australia?
Right.
Right?
So you're not allowed to.
We have an extradition treaty with Australia, don't we? You
Yes,
guys
we
say
do.
we want this man for a crime. We're going to send him right over to you, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back and forth. You guys do the same thing for us.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's 100%.
Even your own citizens.
Yep. Mate, 100%.
Australia has probably been an ally of the U.S. longer than England has.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Australia was excited when they saw when they heard the U.S. fucking kicked England's ass. Australia was like, "Fuck yeah, good, yeah, get it, get some." Right?
So why can't people do laundry in the river?
It.
Why can't you do laundry in the river?
The main thing.
Yeah. Didn't they use Dawn detergent to do their laundry with? Because I heard that's the cure all for all the climate stuff, you know. Dawn is the way to go.
I left my balls off read this. Some Nigerian illegal immigrant was doing his laundry in the river, and he had to walk across like a state park to do it. And he was beating his clothes against the rocks. And
So he was doing it the right way and everything, huh?
At first, I was like, this guy's actually, I have no issue with this, honestly, right?
Right.
It turns out he was using detergent in this little like torrent offset where the water kind of swirled and whatever.
Uh-huh.
And like, what's the big deal? I was like, well, I mean, the soap kills fish. It pulls the lining off of the skin that protects them. And they're explaining all this stuff. It was not a big deal in Africa. It's like, there are no fish in your rivers. Well, that's not our fault. It's like, apparently it is. You know? But yeah, all of Maine is pissed off now that they've imported all these migrants and the migrants do things differently.
Yeah, that happens. As
This is the
London,
big warning,
how it
wasn't
is
it?
with London did it, the Netherlands did it, you know, and look what's going on with Denmark, you know.
Shit. What was it, Ireland, when that guy that freaking nut job tried to cut that dude's head off.
Yeah.
Basically carved his eyes out of his head.
Yep.
What the
Slit his
hell,
throat.
dude?
Slit his throat, cut his nose off.
And the new IRA is getting fired back up. And just a heads up, what new IRA is not new. They showed up in like the 90s when the actual IRA started to die down. The new IRA is actually trying to bring back Ireland. And I think we're going to see some crazy terrorism.
It's
Maybe even civil war in
mate,
Ireland.
no. What's going on? Most interesting thing about this, let's bring the Ulster Army and the IRA together. They're the ones who fought against each other. The Ulster, they follow the English. They want to be part of the UK. Whereas the IRA, they're the Catholics. They want to keep Ireland. And it's bringing the two warring bodies, factions together. All these immigrants and that.
Yeah. We used to kill each other, but now we agree on a common enemy, so let's kill them instead, right?
You know what's going to happen, mate? They will wipe
No,
out.
dude, that's exactly what I said. We're gonna see. Okay, depends on how you want to word it, but I said terrorism because it's gonna be against the government and intended to scare people. But we're gonna see murders, we're gonna see bombings,
Right.
we're gonna see all the shit that we don't want to see, and it's gonna be a civil war, attempted revolution. And I'm telling you, everyone, check here. We told you first. Ireland is about to erupt into war.
It is, mate. It is. And they made their stand. I don't know if you've seen a couple of, it's probably a month and a half ago. They got this, every year, they got this thing, they stack up pallets and they make a massive tower out of it.
Yeah, they burn it.
And they burn it, right? It's a tradition.
Yeah.
It's been going on for years, centuries.
Yeah,
Years.
they melted the concrete this last time. But the thing is, I left my balls off that because it's such a big deal. Like, Jesus Christ, go look at Burning Man.
But you know what they did with it this time? They put a mosque,
Yes.
a model of a mosque
Yep.
this time.
You know what's funny is I'm pretty sure last time you were on, we talked about this.
They're making a stand. They told the politicians.
The Irish aren't going to put up with this, and it's ought to be very interesting to see what happens. I just don't understand why China's for the Chinese, Indonesia is for the Indonesians, Nigeria is for the Nigerians, but the United States is for everyone. And I know this is Ireland in this case, but it's the same idea.
Oh, mate. And the biggest thing is, like,
Western
actually
worlds.
the countries that come in, these terrorist countries coming in, are using your own laws against you like they're doing in Australia.
Yes.
That's how they play. They're using their own laws.
How do you know law so well?
Oh, you've got to, mate. Like, it's part of life. But just like people in the comments, you've got to know, mate, what's going on.
No, but they're showing up knowing what benefits. And it's like, motherfucker, I'm an American citizen. I've been homeless. I never got benefits from the government. I've even applied once because I was about to be homeless, and then I was homeless. I got zero help. These assholes are coming from other fucking countries and
Get all the help.
getting the benefits I was turned down for. These benefits are supposed to help me get back on my feet more quickly. You know?
Yeah.
It's treacherous scumbag.
I make too much money in retirement pay to even qualify for food stamps.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's what got me. Disability pay was what got me. Like, oh, you and your wife's disability pay. I was like, that doesn't pay the rent, though, let alone
Disability
food.
shouldn't count towards your food stamps.
Now my disability alone will pay my mortgage because I got a deal.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what you guys do, your 401ks, but here in Australia, we call it superannuation funds. And we put away 12% of our pay each week. It automatically goes in our super.
every American gets to choose how much they put into their retirement fund.
Well, we
And
can add that.
people make bad decisions.
I'm relying on Social Security.
That's a stupid decision.
But
No,
our
Brian,
government-
no. There's no children, Brian. There's no one to pay into Social Security.
I'll be dead before the children. I can't pay
No,
anymore.
because no one's turning 18, Brian. No one's going into the workforce. That means there's no one to pay in this upside down pyramid scheme.
Your kids will pay.
No, you'll be dead by the time they're paying into fucking into FICA. That's what I'm saying. You don't have anything put aside?
I got retirement pay. I don't need anything put aside. I got disability retirement.
Oh, okay. No, you got a pension.
Yeah.
That is different. You got a pension. That's as good as a 401k. Let's be real.
I'm setting up a 401k with my substitute teaching job. So
Jesus Christ, you're setting up 401k now? Okay, AOC. Let's freeze our eggs at 36, huh?
nobody wants my sperm.
Not okay, that's not where I was going. I'm just saying.
Maybe I could sell it.
Who? And why?
Make money. Put it in my 401k.
Don't let it discourage you, Brian. There's a market for everything, mate.
Exactly. You just got to find the right buyer.
Yeah, you're probably gonna do better putting it in a jar and sending it to a porn star who wants a bigger fucking face shot. You know what I mean? Sprinkle it on from outside the camera.
Here's a go. Now you guys got a big border, mate. You might be able to sell it to somebody trying to get into America.
There,
Yeah, well, yeah.
American babies. I'm spelling American sperm.
Oh, shit. Oh, bullshit. Brian has dumped more American sperm across this planet, okay,
Whatever.
than anyone I know.
We prefer to call it, mate.
He didn't even discriminate against the lady boys in Thailand, okay?
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh my God.
So apparently, the
How the
woke
fuck did this
Seattle
happen?
mayor is not happy with her popularity right now
Oh, Seattle.
because she can't find a single resident that wants to defend her during a segment when she was trying to talk about the roaring plot to boot her from office.
Well, yeah, they're trying to recall her. There's a petition in place. She's the one who refuses to send police out where illegal immigrants live, even though that's where people are getting shot and killed.
Right.
So, citizens are being shot and killed, and she refuses
She don't
to
care.
have police show up
Because she
because it
don't
might
want police. She
Yep.
was a key proponent of defund the police.
Exactly, and abolish prisons. And it's like all the residents are now pissed off. The citizens are pissed off because there's no law.
How many
It's
years
like,
did it take them to get pissed off?
oh, after she got into office, not long because she
Yeah,
actually
but
put it in.
they had
She
crappy
actually
mayors
implemented her
before.
plan.
But there was crappy mayors in Seattle long before this person came along.
Crappy mayors, yes, that's how we ended up with the Chaz and the Chop.
Mm-hmm.
But she actually implemented this shit, and it ruined everyone's life. And they're all butthurt. I'm like, you literally voted for exactly this.
Right.
This is what you said you wanted.
Right.
So, yeah, but they're trafficking children and shooting people. So, yep. You were told this would happen if you just let literally anyone move in without anyone checking on them. People are gonna do bad things to make money.
Yep.
So, yeah, wow, you're a racist. Okay. And now it's happening. And they're all butthurt. And it's like, I'm tempted to say, no, you're not allowed to recall your fucking mayor. You voted for it. Fuck all you. But I don't know. What do you think the odds are Seattle pulls their heads out of their asses?
Slim to none.
So what's the point of giving a shit?
I mean, even if they recalled her, who's going to take her place? Her assistant mayor, who's probably she picked
The
the
exact same
vice mayor. He's
person,
probably
right?
not a whole lot better. She.
Or do they have a new? I don't know. Maybe they have a new election. I don't know. Each state has their own rules, but
You've got to break the generational cycle, mate. It's so it's in Australia. You people just going to vote like Labor no matter what because that's the way their mum and dad voted. They don't give a shit.
I don't
It's
vote
until
like my mom and dad voted.
oh no, I'm not saying everyone. I'm just saying it's just the generational shit, mate. Like in America, people will vote just blue, vote
they'll
whoever's
vote
blue.
blue no matter who.
Yeah,
Well, the blue people were voting, they were union friendly. If you were in a union, you had to vote blue.
Yeah, you know what? That's something we talked about heavily in the last two elections. Is the unions are abandoning the Democrat Party.
Not in Michigan.
Maybe not in Michigan, but that's a lot of these unions are like, no, you guys are not.
Well, the
You actually
union members are abandoning that, but the union leadership is still dumping tons of money into the Democrat ticket.
maybe many of them, and I can't list them all, but I know the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW. That's your electrician union. Actors that we're done with this shit. You guys just keep demanding more money from us, and then you put in policies that make us charge our customers more money, and they
Right.
don't want to do business with us. It's not helping, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe that was only the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. And I don't know, are they actually international or is that just what they call themselves? Does Australia have an IBEW in their
Highly
unions?
unlikely.
no, we got different unions. That like there's AW.
Maybe, you know how they're international? They're probably in Canada too.
Probably. In Mexico.
Yeah. NATO, NAFTA countries.
NAFTA. I haven't
Yeah.
heard NAFTA in a while.
Well, you know what
North
I mean.
American Free Trade Agreement, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Clinton put in place.
Yeah, well, you know what? It was good work. And I know I'm skipping way ahead on this one, but Canada has been violating that for decades with their ridiculous tariffs on American goods. Trump finally put something in place, and Canada got a butt hurt. They elected Carney because of it, and then folded anyway.
But didn't the Supreme Court come out and say that Trump can't put these tariffs in place anymore? And everybody's expecting their tariff refunds coming.
Oh, they won't get them.
Maybe,
They won't get them.
who knows? Canada folded anyway today or yesterday. Well, Canada had something like a 300% tariff on American dairy.
Oh yeah, they don't want our dairy products.
And the argument that was brought up when this whole thing went down, Canada folded. A lot of people were saying, it's like, this isn't fair at all. We can't compete. And someone's like, what do you mean? He's like, Wisconsin, the state of Wisconsin puts out more milk,
The
butter,
whole state, the
cheese than
whole
the
country of
entire
Canada.
nation of Canada.
Yeah,
But
there's
we
a reason
banned
for
your
that.
we banned your beef products there for a while because of Monsanto. The grain feed that
Well, you should.
Oh,
Monsanto sucks.
Monsanto is actually not the issue you're dealing with. It's USDA. Monsanto is a different thing altogether.
no. We stopped it. It's only because of Trump. We've reopened it again now, Trump. But because Monsanto and all that shit they got even with their grains, like even their corn. You know, if
Oh
they
no,
plant a
trust me. Yeah, I
and they
know.
get
You
pollinated with something
you
else, Monsanto
you
say
own
crop.
a private farm, right?
I
Of
live in a cornfield.
growing corn, and your neighbor's growing corn from Monsanto, right? The wind blows, your crops get fertilized. Monsanto demands you pay them for the seeds.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's like this is fucking nature.
Right.
Like, and I didn't ask you to genetically modify my crop. Maybe I should sue you instead, you know?
But they got the
Actually,
rights
that's a
to it.
good argument. Why hasn't anyone done that yet?
Don't know, mate. That's
You
a good
brought in
argument.
GMOs. You ruined my organic crop. Now
Compensate.
you are liable. Let's see this. Let's see this argument turned around.
Because
See
you're
what
going to have to
happens.
get a huge farm conglomerate to go up against the huge Monsanto
No, you don't.
industry.
All you need to do is literally use their argument against them, and they'll at least drop their case, right?
It has class action.
It wouldn't have to be. Monsanto fucked up my farm, and they're gonna sue me because they fucked up my farm. And I turn around and say, "I'm suing you because you fucked up my farm."
You
They're at
wouldn't have
least
the
gonna
money.
drop the case.
You wouldn't have the money to take Monsanto on. You need a
Wouldn't
class
have
action.
to. The argument isn't it's not even that I need $1 billion to argue. It's an actual this argument is better. A judge matters. That's a whole thing in a courtroom that people don't seem to understand. Doesn't matter how much you spend. You can spend $1 trillion in a courtroom, but if you're wrong, you're wrong. And
Hey,
if you're gonna
everyone knows.
say that I owe you money because the wind blew, then I can say that you owe me money because the wind blew.
Yeah, no, I get that, mate. Everyone knows a court case is a coin toss. You don't know if you're going to win or lose. So you don't know the magistrate or the judge on the day. But if you've got a class action, you've got more chance of winning with a class action
It
than what
just
you
means
have.
there's more people involved.
It does. It does means a bigger payout too.
Oh no, okay. A class action with 10,000 farmers might actually stop Monsanto from doing what they're doing. But I'm just saying, as an individual farmer, all you gotta do is make the same argument they're making.
Oh yeah, you'd have to make a better argument.
No, same
Right.
argument. I the wind blew, you went and contaminated my crop, right?
Yeah.
But they're
Is that
saying it's the wind blew and I contaminated your crop, therefore you owe me. It's like, no, no, no. I'm
then
just
again
saying
it
a
comes
judge will look at me like this is fucking ridiculous, you know?
then that comes down to an act of God, mate, with the win.
Well, that's yeah. Well, and then either I'm allowed to grow this corn with the Monsanto fertilization, or Monsanto owes me to replant an entire new crop and pay for a season off.
Yeah.
I'm my The argument seems obvious to me. They ruined your crop while they're trying to sue you for the seeds that are coming because they ruined your crop. That's an
Right.
easy enough argument in a courtroom is a one farmer. Class action is different. That's a whole group of people that are trying to stop something from happening. But if I'm John and I grow corn, that's my argument, you know?
Oh yeah. Well, it just shows the evil of the world, mate. It's like you were talking about earlier on, like the World Economic Forum and that. That's where they're getting their power.
Yeah, because they're making decisions that none of us get a say in. Shit. Jesus Christ, man. They told everyone for how long? Don't fucking have babies, fucking abort your babies. Yeah,
Right?
there's too many people in this country, too many people on the planet. And then they go, holy shit, there's not enough people. So they import 10 million. And it's like, what the fuck? Just this Lindsay Clancy thing in Duxbury, Massachusetts, right where I grew up, bordered where I grew up. I swear to God, I've been by this person's house. Must have happened in my life because just going about where I lived, you know? She put fucking exercise bands around her children's throats and let them fight for their lives until they died. Then tried to kill herself, but only managed to paralyze herself from the fucking hips down. People are taking her side. She actually pled guilty in a courtroom. And they're saying she's not guilty. It's like, what the fuck?
Right.
And the argument is, oh, we all the drugs we put these women on. You're right. Stop drugging women. White liberal women in the United States say they're the happiest people. All of them, almost 100%, claim they're happy. A third of them, I'm not shitting you, look this up. A third of them are on SSRIs. They're on mood stabilizers. They're not happy. They're fucking undead zombies. And then they murder their children. And we're supposed to go, oh, my God, it could have been any of us. No. If I came home, saw my wife all but dead when she jumped out a window after cutting her wrist, yes, I would have run over and go, holy shit, what happened? Then when I found my children dead, I would have walked out and stomped on her neck and made sure she died. Okay, I'm the asshole. Fine, I don't give a shit. You don't kill your own fucking children. And you know what? It's the pharmacist issue problem. You're right. We should stop giving women these drugs. This is fucking ridiculous. But you chose to take the fucking drugs. You know what? People were saying she only needed like 2 days away from her kids. She would have been okay. Yeah, you know what? The drunk driver only needed to pull over for fucking 10 minutes and he wouldn't have killed the family of 5. But you know what? He fucking didn't. And he killed people. I'm sorry. You need to be responsible for your actions.
100%.
I know that was a crazy rant, but I just cannot believe people are saying that she's not guilty. Right next to where I grew up, yeah, of course, it was a fucking affluent white a suburban liberal area, right?
Yep.
And she's murdering her children. And people were saying that it was obviously the husband because of the Zodiac. Are you fucking kidding me? We're gonna bring in zodiology into fucking evidence in a courtroom. By the way, she admitted she sent her husband out to make sure she had time to murder her children.
Right.
Unfortunately for us, Massachusetts does not execute people.
No.
Brian, we talked about this extensively last time about all the laws about this in Massachusetts, didn't we? When the Boston bombing happened.
Yeah, that's why they wanted them prosecuted federally, but it was convenient for them.
Yep, because they could allow the federal government to execute this asshole instead of Massachusetts doing it, because they don't have the fucking balls to do it.
Right.
No, if you
Virginia got rid of their
someone,
death penalty too, so
well, then you shouldn't be allowed to send it to the federal government for a
no.
death sentence. If you don't agree with the death penalty, you should not be allowed to send it up for a death sentence because they deserve it. Well, then you should do it yourself. Fuck it. If you want, no. There's blood on your hands too.
I'm pretty sure that the next article has already been tried in San Francisco, where they tried to legalize shoplifting.
Oh my God. Yeah,
And
well, up to $1,000.
it was 600, I believe.
Okay.
Any theft up to $600 was not going to be like punished at all. They didn't
Well,
even prosecute against it.
I
Now
did a
this
good
person
read.
wants to.
Hold on.
This person.
Hold on. I did a good read on this one. Just wanted to make sure. She didn't say they shouldn't be prosecuted or arrested.
No, it's
She said,
legalized.
no, not even legalized. That was a term used by a reporter.
Oh, okay.
She was saying that you shouldn't see jail time for stealing toothpaste. First offense is actually what she brought up. And I just want to bring up that ask literally any police chief or sheriff across the country who has ever gone to prison for stealing toothpaste for the first time.
Nobody.
But anyway, go ahead and
Toothpaste is a
sure
gateway drug.
everyone gets this.
Toothpaste is a gateway drug. You know, eventually they're gonna move on from toothpaste and start stealing things a whole lot more value. And we got this NYPD ex-prosecutor slamming the New York lawmaker over broken windows policing. Yeah, because this is all part of the shoplifting story too, because there was a biological need to steal, so they shouldn't face any claims. Crime
You
and
still talk?
poverty is crime and poverty. So I mean, just because it's
I,
toothpaste doesn't mean,
I,
and because
I think it's
toothpaste is a gateway drug, is what I was saying, you know, that eventually it's going to be a lot more than toothpaste that they're stealing.
well, if you get away with toothpaste, why not move up to the next thing?
Exactly.
If there's no punishment, why would you stop doing it?
You won't. Definitely
I mean,
won't.
that's like if let's just go full on nature wild. If you're collecting berries and nothing ever happens, you collect berries. You're gonna continue to collect berries, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Until the
But
bear
then you
shows up
wander,
collecting berries too.
yeah, and then you wander too far, and a bear goes, "Those are my berries." You're
Yep.
gonna stop trying to collect berries there, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
And this is something I think a lot of people don't understand. I was trying to bring up earlier this whole Karen thing. They don't understand how nature works.
No.
Like they wanted people to move the sun.
Right.
And it's like, how privileged are you? Like, you want to talk about white privilege? You think I can move the fucking sun?
Right.
And once again, like I said, mentioned earlier on the show, Brian, if I could control the sun, I would control this planet, no problem. No problem. I could decide where the sun was. I could throw it into this. I could destroy the planet with the sun if I decided to. If I could control the sun, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
People don't understand basic reality, basic physics. Even beyond the whole transgender thing, people don't understand basic gravity sometimes, it seems. You know what I mean? But anyway, move us on. I'm sorry. I had just the right amount of drinks before you guys started to be pissed off. That and the Karen videos. These, oh,
Well, we got New
argues.
Yorkers that are sobbing as the maniac wielding butcher's knife is shot by cops.
Yeah, what? Three people went to the hospital?
5.
Five. When this guy was cutting people with a butcher's knife, he
Yep.
got shot dead by the cops when he charged the cops with a butcher knife.
Yeah, probably
And they're
probably not
all
a good
upset that he
idea.
got shot. It's like, what would you want to happen?
More people going to the hospital.
Well, for real though, like, I want to ask these people, like, what would you rather happen? Just let him continue to run around? You can say taser, pepper spray, but like that's not necessarily going to stop someone who's fucking nuts. We all know this. We've seen it. There's tons of videos.
Right.
And when it comes to someone trying to kill me, I'm not. It's coming at me with lethal force. How's that?
Exactly.
I am not relying on less than lethal force. I'm going straight to lethal force. Wouldn't you, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Dude comes charging at you, yelling, "I'm going to kill you with a knife at your house." You would pick up your shotgun and shoot him, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Yes, and you wouldn't think twice about it.
Nope.
I'd wake up in the morning, mate. I wouldn't feel guilty. I'd get a good night's sleep.
Pardon?
I said I'd get a good night's sleep, mate, afterwards.
He says this, but he's not allowed to own a gun.
Oh, we are.
Okay.
How many guns you got in your house?
This will be fun. This will be fun.
No, we're allowed to own a
Starting
gun.
today, start the process to buy and own a gun.
I know.
Yeah, holy shit. Do you know what I got to do to buy a gun tomorrow?
Show up. Show up.
I show up and say, "I'd like to buy this. Thank you."
Well, we've got restrictions. Like, it's hard to explain. For you guys in America, you got your Second Amendment. We haven't got a constitution such as you guys have got.
No, you're supposed to allow the government to overrun you. There's nothing you're allowed to do to stop it.
No, well, have you heard what happened from that Bondi incident? All those terrorists got the guns and
I heard there was a whole, and actually, funny thing is, I heard people were actually calling it a Second Amendment movement, which I laughed at because that means nothing in Australia, but everyone knows what it means. You know what I
Right.
mean?
oh mate, look, don't worry, you guys got the greatest thing in the world, the Constitution. That is the greatest piece of paper in the world.
You guys could adopt it.
We can't. We've got to go through all this politics to get it done. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say, have you heard what's happening in Australia right now?
They're trying to bring back gun rights. I know that.
No. There's buyback now. The government, after the Bondi incident where innocent people got killed and shot, the government now attacking innocent people who own guns and putting on a national buyback scheme. So they're buying guns off all the good people who don't commit crimes.
Right, of course.
Oh,
Still
so
buying
the
guns.
classic cliche in the United States is if you outlaw guns, only outlaws will have guns.
Yep, that's
Which
Yeah.
what's
is
going to happen.
literally exactly what's happening in Australia right now.
Right.
Yeah, you guys got the greatest amendment, the greatest thing in the world, that
Hey,
Constitution.
at least they're doing a buyback and allowing these people to turn over the weapons versus showing up and taking them by force and arresting
That's
people.
that's the next step phase.
No. Trust me, I know. We've had states try this buyback thing and try to enforce this, and the federal government got involved every single time. But
Well, the one party
that's nuts. No, you would think if some asshole went nuts with his kid and started shooting up a fucking tourist beach, you would think you want more armed people, right?
well, that's what people are starting to say in Australia. We want our gun rights back.
That's what I was saying. Is there's a movement in Australia right now to try to get their gun rights back. So
Well, it's
okay,
a political.
maybe I just heard the other side of the argument. How's that?
No, you did, mate. Like you're on the right path, what you're saying. But there's a party here gaining more popularity now than the government in power. It's called One Nation, and what
It
they're
wasn't
basically
even that
saying,
long ago. It wasn't even that long ago you guys were allowed to own guns, was it?
yeah, we used to go. It's like going to Kmart. We could go to Kmart and buy guns there.
Yeah, it was like the United States Wild West style. You could get guns just as easily as I could. It wasn't that long
Kmart,
ago. Like what the 90s maybe?
yeah, 70s and 80s, mate. Mate, we
70s,
could walk
okay,
in.
80s.
Hold on a sec. We can walk into a gun shop. We used to have two gun stores in my suburb that I grew up in. There was two hunting stores, but now they got wiped out with the changes and that since Port Arthur. But the point is, what I'm trying to say, we've got a political movement going on in Australia now to try and get our rights back. And this party called One Nation, which I support, they they're hitting the government.
That sounds very aboriginal.
No. One Nation's all about one nation. It's all about
No, I'm not talking trash. It sounds like something that an Aborigine group would have as a name, and you know it. Or
yeah,
First
mate,
Nation. How's that?
well, it's interesting to say going off track a bit ago too. You know, the Aboriginals, they've actually got different countries within Australia, Aboriginal countries.
Oh, they have their own territories, and Australia gives it to them. No,
Yeah,
that's cool. Just like we allow the natives here with their reservations, and I say allow. That sounds so terrible. But they have the reservations. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it. They have never chosen to make countries within them, but they could. You know,
yeah.
the
All same here,
Aborigines
mate.
like we have so much fucking area. Let's admit it. Most of Australia is uninhabited, right?
Unless you're Aboriginal, mate. We know what you're doing.
It's just crazy to me. Like there's so many people, so many more people in the United States, and it's a comparable sized land. United States is bigger in terms of land mass, but the comparable, and there's just what like 200 million more people.
Or
There's
300
nothing not on the coast of Australia. It's crazy, you know?
300 more.
Huh?
But the thing, right, 300 million more than us.
Oh, you guys got like 30 million people?
Yeah, just we almost had 30 million.
Okay, I thought you guys had at least 100 million. I'm sorry.
That's Indonesia, mate. They got 120 million. Oh, 200 million, I think. 200 million Muzzies sitting above us, mate.
Yeah, we're right about a third billion right now.
Mm.
Gee, that's a
But that's
lot of
comfortable.
people.
That's
But then you
comfortable for me.
look at China and India, where they got 2 billion people each. And
Yeah,
I swear China's lying. I swear China killed off a piece of the population during COVID.
mate, how many did Nazi that kill?
They
You would
welded
have.
people into their houses, dude.
Hmm? You look at Stalin. Stalin, buddy, 20 million in the war. His own people.
Yeah. Stalin. Yeah. Stalin. Fucking kidding me. Okay, let's look at Mao Zedong. Let's look at hey, it's funny. Everyone points at Stalin,
All the
not
great liberal,
Zedong or Pol Pot, you know?
all the great liberal leaders of the world.
Socialist and communist.
Liberals,
We're gonna
mate.
make sure everyone gets the same, which means literally everyone starves.
Well, you tell me the
And
difference between there's a liberal and a socialist these days. There's no difference whatsoever now.
actually, there is because they're starting to split apart back again here in the States, anyway, because the socialism is not working. And they're losing a lot of major elections here in the States. And I'm hoping
Yeah, I
this
know.
shows the rest of the world this shit don't work because we've tried it several times throughout the world. These assholes think that there's literally unlimited money. Just tax the wealthy, tax their wealth. What the
Yeah,
fuck
that
does
don't
that
work.
mean? What does tax their wealth mean, Brian?
They moved to a different state.
Okay, let's say it's nationwide. Tax their wealth. What your net
They're gonna
worth?
that's a good question. That's net worth is one thing. People that if they're taxing income, well, a lot of the wealthy people, they don't get actual paychecks like people like you and me, they don't get a W-2. They're making money off of inheritances and from investments and
Well,
things like
how's
that. So
how's this, Brian? Check it out. I moved up point one. I'm I'm worth $2.4 million. I do not have $2.4 million, Brian.
you better have it. You're gonna need it. You're gonna get taxed like the rich.
Yeah, no, I own like machinery and vehicles and land and houses.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't
Said rich.
have I don't have $2.3 million. It's just what I've accrued in my life. And they're suggesting that I should pay a portion of everything I've earned in my life. And I'm
Uh,
like, but that's not fair because I don't have it in cash.
right.
I would literally have to sell something to
Well,
pay
that's the
this.
problem with a lot of the rich people, is like they're gonna have to sell something to pay these stupid taxes that people wanted to pay.
As far as it's going to be
Yeah,
businesses they own,
it's like what they try to do with Donald Trump.
and people are going to lose their jobs, which means less taxes are paid.
Right.
That's what they did. Tisha James tried to do with Donald Trump. They can pay such a high bond. She knows he hasn't got any cash ready. He's all asset rich.
Well, okay. Hold on. I'm willing to entertain a lot of Trump arguments, but don't tell me Trump doesn't have cash. He is known for tipping someone walking into a building $100 bill with a handshake.
I'm not
No,
saying like
he's
that.
famous for it.
I know that. I know he's looked after a lot of families now too. What I'm trying to say is they
He
wanted
doesn't
the
have
money.
$1 billion in cash, but he's got cash.
Yeah, yeah, he's asset rich and he's got cash. But
He's
the
got millions in cash. How's that?
money that money that they put on him for a bond, you can't just walk into a bank and say, "Give it to me."
But even so, even if he could walk into a bank and say, cash out my account, it's not going to be Trump's $5 billion worth because he owns how many buildings? He buys
Golf,
landscape, right?
golf course, resorts,
Yeah, so you
casinos.
can't just get cash for a piece of property you own, you have to sell it.
That's right. That's what they try to do to him.
That's what I'm saying. Is if they're trying to implement these stupid wealth tax will affect even me.
Oh,
And
yeah.
uh,
You're
don't
having
get me
the rich
wrong,
and
it should have come to it. I could pay my bills, but month to month, I pay my bills, and I leave myself like $80 for like $180 for like beer and weed,
yeah,
and I'm allowed to buy weed.
the essentials, eh?
Uh, no, I have a license because it's medical. But that's what I put aside for this. You know what I mean? Should The problem is my income is X and my net worth is Y.
Yeah,
You're trying to tax Y
Right.
instead of X.
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
So now I have to
That's not,
sell my excavator to pay my tax on my excavator.
Yep.
Then how am I
I
gonna
go,
get work done to pay taxes? You know?
that's it. I get a big loan.
Oh, get a big loan. Oh wow. Get a big loan. 16%. Oh my God. I bought one new car once. I'll never do it again. Brian, what are we talking about again?
I don't know. I don't even know where you want to
I
go
know.
next.
I don't even know either. We were talking about New York. Uh, let,
Yeah.
hold up. Brian, let's be real, Brian. Do we give a shit about New York? Or are we going to let it fall in, just let it fall in disrepair and just laugh after the fact?
Probably.
All right,
So I
let's
guess
stop
that
talking
moves
about
us down to NBA, WNBA.
yeah, let's just stop talking about New York altogether. Because let's be real, we all saw it coming. This is all shit that
They
all
voted
three
for
of
it.
us said was going to happen, right?
Hmm.
Well, the groceries are actually costing more. Rent is up with rent
And now
freezes.
they've come out and said
They're
that, hey,
rationing
the
food in New
private
York.
companies are going to get reimbursed subsidies too because of the government grocery stores.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what's the point of it? I mean, what's the point?
Exactly. You reduce prices for essential items, but you're going to subsidize the private businesses for their loss of business, which just means that all you did was make groceries cost less for anyone who doesn't pay taxes and cost more for anyone who does. Right?
Yep.
I think that's the best way we can put it. Is you are reducing the cost for people who don't pay taxes. You can say that's the poor. It's also the people here illegally. You're a sanctuary city. And the very wealthy that are paying for this are paying more for groceries. Maybe they'll leave.
But I think they're going to have a hard time justifying subsidizing the private companies even harder than they had for setting up the stupid government grocery store.
Oh,
So
it's going to cost way more because there's going to be fraud on that side too.
no,
There's
fraud,
going to be
fraud, fraud.
there's going to be a whole bunch of people setting up fake businesses to collect the subsidy, right?
That's never going to happen. Nobody
Oh,
ever does
it's
that.
not a real thing. Hold on, these would be Republicans though, so it must be real, right? Question is, Brian, how do we blame the Jews?
That's a good question.
It's always Israel's fault, right?
Yep.
Ask Australia. Australia, what's going on down there?
Blame the Jews.
Isn't it always the Jews' fault? No, he's gone. All right, I was hoping for a funny comeback, but
I had to step away for a
funny
second.
quip.
So WNBA, who
Oh
cares?
my God. This is for real again. Do we care?
Nope.
Like, I'm excited to watch some fucking 6'6", 280-pound dudes
Are you actually going to
doing.
watch it?
Oh no, I will watch it and I will place bets. Are you
All right.
kidding me?
Okay.
Um,
Foreign
what?
military.
Huh?
Next category, foreign
Well,
military.
what is going on with WNBA? Just
You said you didn't care.
I know, but they are intentionally putting themselves in the news spotlight.
Oh,
They said
well,
they're all
there's
offended
a
that Sophie
subreddit.
Cunningham.
There's a WNBA fan subreddit that's banning posters using Sophie Cunningham's name after she's in defense of women's sports.
But they're trying to stop men from joining the women's
But
sport.
are they really? Because the
Well,
WNBA has been pretty silent about this whole concept. So,
are these guys going to play next year?
well, let's see if they make it through the draft.
What do you mean? No, let's be real. Look at their numbers compared to women's numbers, right?
Let's see if anybody drafts them because that may be one
Oh,
way the WNBA
discrimination.
pulls it. Yes,
That's a
exactly.
discrimination lawsuit.
Yep, bring it. I
No,
guarantee
that's
that
what
I know what you're saying.
they have to make a decision. They can't do this teeter-totter and just
And
not
that's
let him
why the
in.
men announced themselves for draft because they wanted somebody in the WNBA to actually grow a pair of
Say something.
balls and make a decision. You
Yeah,
can't
someone has to make a
willy-nilly it
decision.
forever.
And I love it. Be like, in his Cancer Freedom, he played 4 seasons. Or Royce White, he played 1 season, blew out his knee. Ha ha ha. It's like he's still gonna crush these women. You know
Yeah.
that, right?
Uh-huh.
No, he's a foot taller than them.
Yeah, he doesn't have to jump the slam dunk.
No,
Because people
he
don't
can.
realize that
No,
the women's
how is
baskets
this?
are
He
lower.
can slam dunk,
The women's baskets are lower than the men's baskets.
and it's bigger too, so it's harder to miss. And here's the best part: is lower hoop, wider hoop. Women, not a single woman has ever slam dunked in WNBA history. And I got a feeling, Brian, the reason why. Where is our Australian friend?
I
But
don't
I got a
know.
feeling why they're making a big deal about not stopping these dudes from playing is because of Brittany Griner.
Probably.
Brittany Griner's a dude. And just a heads up so everyone remembers. Brittany Griner is the one that who smuggled marijuana into a foreign nation that we're not
What?
friends with.
Well, she also was playing in the women's league in Europe, and thought it would be okay.
Yes, and she thought she could go to Russia with marijuana cartridges. And do you know how
Never
we
a good
got her back,
idea.
Brian? Do you know how we got her back?
We exchanged like 20 people for her.
No. Oh, no, Brian.
Just
Oh,
only one.
no. Get ready to look this one up. I'm
The
not
War to
shitting you.
Lore.
They made it. The Lord of War. They made a movie about this guy, the Lord of War. We traded for Brittany Griner that no one ever heard of and never heard of since.
Yep.
And she's the reason. He's the reason why they're not saying trans women can't play. Because this is a fucking dude. I'm not kidding you. Or Facebook is wrong because I can share a picture of this person topless playing basketball in a driveway and it doesn't get censored and I don't get in trouble. How's that?
Right. Good luck. So Elon Musk
No,
is
I'm not kidding you. It's already true.
going with unions now. In Sweden, he ended the world's longest strike in Sweden.
Oh, it's hilarious. You see what he did?
Yep.
I left my balls off. He literally bought out everyone and got them to quit.
Yep.
Just paid him off.
All right.
Now there's no one protesting against Tesla. And was it Sweden?
Yeah, Sweden.
And Sweden's producing Teslas again. And it's funny because we need more electric cars. Let's protest the electric car manufacturer and not allow them to build cars.
Right.
I've got
So
to
yeah,
head. Sorry, guys. It's a bit of an emergency. I've just got to head out, but
All
I'll give you
right.
a message. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yep.
All right, man. Keep out of trouble.
See you guys. Sorry about this. Sorry, just got a quick call, mate. There's a bit of an emergency going on.
No problem.
I'll catch you shortly.
Hey,
Thanks,
everyone's got
mate.
work to do. All right. Where were we?
We got Pentagon officials are considering firing the longtime Stars to Strike publisher before he can retire at the end of the month.
Oh, they did fire him, actually.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I read this article, then like 5 hours later, I got a notification for news he'd been fired.
Is that a way to
Um,
make sure they don't have to pay his pension?
maybe, but not necessarily. He just said he was quitting because he hates Trump.
Yeah, that's not the way to say you're going to quit.
Yeah, so he lost his job over it. Uh, we'll see. Like resigning doesn't even necessarily get you a pension, right?
No.
Unless you've done at least enough time.
Yeah.
So like, you should just kept your mouth shut, huh?
Yep. But a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah, Brian, you understand this as well as I do because you were actually in the service, right?
Yep.
Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Why let it be your fault?
Yep. Unless you want to be a whistleblower that runs for Congress in Florida and lose.
Here's the thing: is I could run for fucking Congress as a Navy vet, and you know what? I never blew a whistle. I did what the fuck I was told because it was my goddamn job.
Yeah, but your name's not Vindeman.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't he also the same asshole who tried to start a whole bunch of shit against Trump and
Yeah.
now is facing the same shit?
Well, yeah, but he got voted out. He didn't win his primary, so
Yeah, I thought there was more to that, but all right.
anyway, I don't know where else
Yeah,
you want to go.
I know the Canadians are trying to get rid of the ambassador to the United States because they hate the United States. But like 2 days later, I'm sorry, 3 days later, they gave up on the tariff thing because they didn't want tariffs of Canadian goods coming to the United States. And let's be
Uh,
real, what does Canada produce?
Maple syrup,
Okay, Vermont, West
not as much.
Virginia, Oregon, you know what I mean? Skateboards because they cut
Oil.
down trees. Oil's a big one. Oil is their big export. And you know what's funny about that? The fact that you brought up oil, Brian, they just agreed in this we're folding agreement to build another oil pipeline. The XL pipeline's gonna happen. Did you see that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah. This is they're trying to say United States, don't be a part of us. We can do it on our own. And then said, shut the fuck up. We're just gonna be bitches and do what you told us to.
Right.
Hey man, if you can do it on your own, do it on your own.
Yeah.
You're making Canada's making the money selling shit to Americans. If you're gonna stop that from happening, good luck, right?
Yep.
And let's be real, Brian. Who's buying Canadian cheese?
Nobody does unless you're buying it's cheese curds.
Yeah, I'm glad you knew that too, because like you might spend some extra money from cheese from Sweden because they might make the best Swiss cheese, right? Uh France, maybe because they're known for like mold because they're gross. But Canada? Who's going to Canada for cheese? Like, people don't think America for the first time for cheese either, but we make so much more. And people don't understand we make Swiss cheese and all this other shit, not just American cheese, which isn't even cheese. All right. Oh, I was hoping for Brian to be here for this next one. Oh, here he is. Brian, I was hoping you'd be here for this next one. I want you to I know we don't do video, but play it anyway.
All right.
Uh, military helicopter wrecked in the States doing an exercise, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Local police found the pilot first. This is wild. Could you imagine being the local cop showing up when a fucking downed military fucking helicopter pilot comes like, hey man, I could use some help. You know what I
Right.
mean? um I'm not even sure it was local too. It made me wonder if this is where the Apache went down in, near Fort Hood. I don't know. I think this is at Idaho or something dumb. Which makes me wonder how many fucking helicopters we lose, right?
Right.
But hey, man, this is why we do training exercises. Let's lose them in training where it's safe enough
Uh-huh.
versus in combat situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you got this thing ready yet?
Uh,
I still got share.
I know I'm working on it.
Okay, so I still got some time to fill up. But yeah, I guess this guy was flying low and his helicopter across the tree line ended up losing it in the mountains of North Carolina, I think, or Idaho, whatever. But there we go. Brian's got it. Let's turn the sound on. If you can find the mute, it's up top on the left. Maybe
Man, thank you very much for the help. I'm with the sheriff.
Their fire aids on their way right now, and we got the hillside on fire where the jet landed.
I was always a jet.
We were doing circles over the lake, doing some low level training.
$16 million.
And then I tucked in.
Probably.
I'm not sure exactly. Honestly, I'm a little.
Nope, you're fine.
When I tucked in,
you hit the trees bad, bud.
I went through the trees.
Jeez.
And I'm looking up, so like I'm here, I'm flying level with the ridge line.
I don't know about fucking how to fly a fighter.
No, you're good.
Are you kidding
That
me?
F-18, I came over that tree line, I hit those trees.
Brian, do you know how to fly a fighter jet?
You got to fly higher.
No, I do not.
You gotta fly higher.
Medical's on their way too.
Okay, you're right. You gotta fly higher. You're right.
You want to avoid the trees, you gotta
That's
fly
a
higher.
fair argument.
Yeah. Hey, Captain Stone, it's Major Simon. Hey, buddy, I just crashed.
This is like
I need you to do some stuff.
$32 million. What do you say, 16 or
I'm okay,
18?
no.
He's good.
Hey, I need to pass you 5 W's and coordinate the wave off CSAR and coordinate the missile.
See, he's talking all fucking
Pilot ejected, pilot safe.
16th Air Force. He's talking all fucking Air Force lingo, jargon. These people have no idea what he's saying, right?
Right.
CSAR attempt, not necessary.
What the fuck's the
Search and
CSAR,
rescue.
right?
Search and
No,
rescue.
you're good.
Okay, you know what I'm talking
How
about,
many trees?
Brian.
The whole tree line, probably. Jesus.
Oh, I took out the entire trip. Yes, you flew a fucking military fighter jet into the forest.
Good. Are you the only pilot?
I am, sir.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Okay. Let me see.
Put those
Parachute
rubber
operation.
gloves.
Yeah, it looks like
I would
went through some
too.
trees on the way down.
Okay.
All right, Jackson, I'm glad you're safe. I'm gonna let you go.
All right, man. Thank you very much for the help. I'm with the sheriff.
Their fire aids on their way right now, and we got the hillside on fire where the jet landed.
Air Force
We
uses
were doing circles over
JP8.
the
Is
lake,
it?
doing some low level training.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Tucked in.
You have any
I'm not
idea how
sure exactly.
flammable that shit is?
Nope, you're fine.
When I tucked in,
You hit
You have any idea how flammable JP8 is? It's literal jet fuel. I mean, shit happens. That's why we do training, right?
Right.
I got a good laugh when the cop was trying to like talk to this guy about how to fly a fighter jet. You know what I mean?
Fly higher.
And it's like obviously asshole. I'm sure there are more factors, but you're right. Fly above the tree line is usually a good way to go.
You can never go wrong with flying above
That
the
might be a
tree
good one.
line.
That might be a good title. That might be a good title. Fly above
higher.
the tree line. Well, Air Force's motto is fly high, right?
True.
Who cares about Mark Kelly? Do we give a shit what's
Well,
going on
he's
with Mark
fighting
Kelly?
his demotion. 'Cause they're demoting from a Navy captain to
Yeah,
cut his
yeah.
pension.
I thought they would take his pension away altogether.
Well, if you can't do that,
Did
then
they
make him
just
a
demote?
commander. Make him a lieutenant commander. That's a big chunk. Going from an 06 to an 04 is a huge chunk in pay loss.
It is. Isn't he the one who basically said, "Don't trust the orders you're given by your
Yep,
commanding officer"?
exactly what he said, and that's what got him in trouble. Because because when you're getting a military retirement, you're still out, you're still enforceable by the USCMJ.
That's actually something we
Your
brought up when
your
this happened.
your Senate being a senator does not exempt you from that kind of thing.
That's something we brought up when this happened, when it came out. Was
Yep.
anyone who's ever served time served?
And getting the pension, getting the retirement from the
Yeah,
military,
yeah,
you're
exactly. Can still be subject
yep.
to the military. Now, I'm not getting a pension. I'm getting VA disability.
Yeah,
And
they
by the
can't do
way,
nothing to you.
yeah, by the way, thank you. I thought about that today about my teeth falling out of my head. The drugs that the
Yeah.
Navy prescribed to me worth a shot, right?
Yep. Uh-huh.
My teeth are becoming brittle. I had a tooth crack, a filling fell out, got infected. Apparently, I ate a mercury filling, which is awesome.
Oh, that can't be good.
Eh, in theory, it's not that bad if it's done correctly, but mercury silver amalgam is safe.
As long as you shit it out.
Exactly. And yeah, not rip myself apart on the way out, right?
Right.
But yeah, that caused a nasty infection. I had trouble driving down the mountain to go into town.
It's crazy.
The pressure difference on
Uh-huh.
the infection. Finally, I got down, I got it ripped out, and I was like, "Oh my God, that feels so good," you know.
Hmm.
Luckily, it was a molar, which I'm a little upset that the Navy took my wisdom teeth, or I'm sorry, we're gonna take my wisdom teeth no matter what. My teeth grew in naturally and fit, right?
Yeah, okay.
I signed up when I was 22. Do you know that?
No.
Okay, most people do at 18, right?
Yeah.
22, I joined, and like, oh, we're gonna take your wisdoms. Like, oh no, they grew in, they fit everything. Like, no, it doesn't matter. We're gonna take them. I was like, no, you're not. Well, I'm telling you, if you show up and your wisdom's teeth are there, they're coming out in boot camp. I went to my private dentist and I had him do it. He's like, why do you want to take them out? They fit. The
Right.
Navy's gonna take them, and you guys are gonna do a better job than the
Right.
government, right? And you know as well as I, private dentist is better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is what makes me laugh. This socialized medicine thing. It's like so you want to make the entire medical system the fucking VA? Okay, even better. People don't understand what that means. Let's look at the government. You want to make the hospital the DMV?
Right. Exactly.
No, that's slow and inefficient. Oh shit! People who make money work faster so they can make more money. So they can do another job.
Yep.
Like, I'm just sorry. Capitalism is so much fucking. All right. Oh yeah, South Korea was we're not doing exercises with anymore because apparently we took that aircraft carrier and put it in the Middle East because of the I'm guessing the Lincoln. And China is saying they're gonna make sure that the world knows that the United States doesn't have an aircraft carrier here.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I kind of laughed, like, what does that mean? What you gonna take Taiwan?
Right.
And 100% fair, Brian. How many aircraft carriers does the United States have?
12.
We don't have one in port right now that could get shipped out to the Pacific if we needed it. Like,
I
you
think they're
really
all
think? No, okay, we got one in dry dock, maybe two in dry dock.
right on
One
each
getting
coast.
general maintenance done. One getting general maintenance can get underway in
One
24
getting
hours.
refueled, one about to be refueled.
Refueled? Who's getting refueled right now?
Stennis is still being refueled, and then there's another one coming in right
Stennis is
after
still
that.
in.
Yes, the Stennis is still in dry dock. It's still in the shipyard.
That's been a long time.
Yeah.
No, it's well, shit. What, 5 years?
Yeah. Too long.
It shouldn't take this long. Carl Vinson spent less than 5 years, refueled, and did the rest of the entire reconstruction overall, RCOH.
Yep.
And I only know this because I was on the fucking ship when it happened. Imagine having to try to deal with civilians
Yep.
doing your day-to-day job in the Navy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Okay, but the ballroom. You seem to give a shit about the ballroom. I don't know why.
Well, because
Probably because it's
they're
not an issue
working
with it
they're
making it an
working
issue.
6 days a week building this thing now. So I mean it's gonna get to a point where if it gets delayed long enough, it's not gonna get stopped. So I think that's Trump's philosophy on this thing. $200 million
We
already been spent on. So
we call that a sunk cost fallacy. Which I've already spent this much money, I may as well keep paying into it to make sure it works.
right.
Uh Problem is I don't understand why the courts are having an issue with this ballroom.
Because he didn't go to Congress and get approval for it. And there's a huge military installation being
Hold
built
on.
underneath the ballroom.
Whoa, okay. A fucking bomb shelter for the president sounds like a fucking great idea to me.
Yeah.
What about you? But does the president need to go to Congress? I don't know. This is new to me. To do these? Like, is this something I missed? Did Obama go through Congress to put in a basketball court?
No, that's the problem. There's a double standard here.
So I don't understand.
If it's Obama, nobody cares. If it's
Has
Trump,
anyone brought this
everybody
argument
cares.
up in a courtroom or
Not
a
yet. I don't
legal?
think so. No, not
Why
yet.
not? Why
Because that'd be
not?
racist.
Okay. Didn't Nixon put it in a bowling alley? Oh no, it was Roosevelt, wasn't it? Teddy.
Yeah.
Did he get congressional approval?
I
Like,
highly doubt it.
precedent is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
Good.
isn't that like basically what our court system runs off as precedent?
Yep.
And it takes a higher court to overturn precedent.
Yep.
I just I'm confused. This seems like a giant waste of money for people to argue. You know what I mean?
Well, this is the big one here that we're both looking at right now.
The Texas Roadhouse?
No, Alex
Oh.
Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he figured out a way to get his $50 million verdict lowered down to 1.5 million. He can probably almost afford to pay that.
Well, I would just like to point out that his $50 million verdict started out at like 2.3 billion or something like that. And I know, like, oh, there's no fucking way. It was literally higher than the GDP of the nation of France, is what he
Right.
was due to pay out for saying, I think you're wrong. This does. You're allowed to be a fucking asshole and wrong,
Well,
aren't
this is
you?
a Texas court, so I don't know how it's going to affect the overall ruling, but
Well, he owes less money. I'm just saying that it was a Sandy Hook thing.
yeah, Sandy Hook, yeah.
He said some dumb shit.
They're saying this ruling does not affect the $1.4 billion judgment against
Okay.
Jones in Connecticut, which the U.S.
Okay.
Supreme Court had
A
declined to
different
overturn.
lawsuit. Okay. How do you expect him to pay how many $1 million? Is what they
1.5 in Texas.
How do you expect him to pay that after paying $1 billion?
Nobody's going to do that. These people are never going to see a dime.
$1 billion? Do people understand what $1 billion is?
I mean, the jury in Connecticut would have been much better off in lowering it down, way down, to something he actually might not fight in court and to just pay it, with it through his liability insurance type deal.
About like $1 billion.
Nobody can comprehend what that actually even means or is worth.
Billion.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like you said, people can't even understand that. People can't understand $1 million.
Nope.
And $1 billion's 1,000 times that. And what he owes this money to the families of the people.
Right. Never gonna see a dime.
Because he said this was a hoax.
Right.
Okay.
That was his personal opinion.
I think he's wrong. He has every right to say that.
Yeah.
And
I'll get the cat in.
It turned out that most of this money wasn't being paid out to the victims' families. That's what got me, Brian, was I thought this was the same settlement when I got down to a couple
I
million.
did too when I first saw it. I did too.
I was like, okay, that sounds actually
plausible,
wrong, but reasonable.
That actually might get paid.
Yeah, someone might actually get paid, but he still owes $1 billion.
Yeah, that's never gonna get paid.
No, you'll never make $1 billion in your life.
No.
Not have $1 billion. Every dollar you've ever earned in your life, put on a tally sheet, will never equal $1 billion.
Nah.
People just, like you said, people just don't understand. Well, just like you see these women, they go and do their fucking online shit, and they're like, I want a man who's 6'6", gotta make $1 million a year.
And be a sugar daddy.
They're like, who the fuck makes $1 million a year?
Elon Musk.
I doubt it. Honestly, I doubt it. Why would he pay himself $1 million a year? That's just taxes. Pay yourself a couple $100,000. You know what I mean? Pay less tax. You still have everything nice you want. You still have access to your money if you want to sell it to do something. But no one makes $1 million a year. Someone who makes $1 million a year is someone who's gaining net worth by $1 million a year. Not getting paid $1 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
That means they don't have fucking cash on hand because it's property and business.
Yeah. I think that's our shit.
Yeah, I'm losing my shit. How's that, Brian?
Yes, you are.
Oh shit! I put on the wrong music. Go figure.
You're not even on video anymore.
I know. I did that by accident.
That's okay. No biggie.
Well, we're not doing video on the show.
No,
anyway.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
There we go. Pinch this giant turd off.
Oh yeah, 3 hours long.
Ooh.